Hello, chat. Welcome to Digimon Emblem story.
Oh, is this a bad time to go get food right now?
Yes, it's a bad time to go get food.
Okay.
My goal for today is to kill Carrie's character.
No!
Goal every day.
No.
Let's not lie.
No, I'm normally impartial. Today I'll kill Carrie's character.
I'm trying!
Trying to stuff your face.
You're a bitch. How dare you? It is 8 p.m. for me. I'm allowed to eat.
So yeah, welcome to the first session of Digimon Emblem story, our 5e D&D based Digimon game. Fucking going down the list. Everybody, introduce yourselves. When I say your name, give me a paragraph about yourself and your character. Buddy.
Oh, it's me first. Okay.
Oh, see, Buddy's eating too.
I had chips at my side though, so. So, I am Buddy. My character's name is Hunter Williams. He is best friends with Carrie's character.
So uncharacteristic.
I know, it's fucking weird. I'm gonna have to really pull out my acting
Yo,
bones for this
same.
one.
What you been trading for?
But yeah, he is an orphan right now. He doesn't like
parents.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I mean, yeah. But yeah, he is an orphan, and he doesn't like a lot of adults or just adult figures, really. He's very skeptical of them. He's a little bitter about his parents leaving. So, yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all you need to know. He is friends with Izzy's character as well, but not as much so as Carrie's character.
That's not a contest, Buddy.
Which is a
Yes,
good
it is.
segue because next up, Izzy.
Alright. My name is Izzy, or Yamato SFX.
Whoa, what?
Oh my god, it's Kirito from Kirito Abridged!
Oh my god, it's Kirito SFX from Yamato Abridged!
Oh my god, it's Yamato SFX.
Ah!
Oh my god, it's Yamato DTF.
Yes.
So anyway,
Anyway.
my character is Garfield Stein. He's 12 years old and a compulsive liar. Because yeah, he comes from like a large family. He's got like a couple brothers and sisters who are all super duper talented at one thing or another. But he's not really good at anything.
Oh no.
So he tells ridiculous lies to everyone he meets in the hopes of them thinking he's special in some way. To the point where he tells people his middle name is Megatron.
I like
Oh yeah,
it.
I forgot to say I'm also 12.
And what is this?
Oh
No,
yeah,
alright.
he probably thinks that he's really good friends with Buddy and Carrie's character, but no, they probably fucking hate him.
They tolerate him at best.
And next up, Blue.
I just sent you a message real quick. Say yes or no
Oh.
to that first.
Oh.
Because I forgot to ask.
Yes.
And I'm bad.
Sure.
Yes? Okay, cool. Hello, everybody. I'm Summoner Blue. How are you guys doing? I've been playing a bunch of Digimon all week in preparation for this. Digimon is awesome. We are going to be playing Noelle Yusei today. She is a age of a girl, and she wants to hit things. She's basically Marcus Damon from season 5 without the superpowers. So,
How do you know that?
I mean, maybe I do have the superpowers. That'd be actually kind of fun.
Oh damn, son.
I'm basically Marcus Damon. She is a transfer student from Japan. and she came to this city
Oh.
with her family. And she's very she doesn't like the fact that she moved halfway around the world. Her father taught her boxing, and she was trying so hard to be a good boxer, and now she's just rebelling. She's like, fuck it, I don't care. So she's a bit of a rebel. She doesn't listen to authority much, and she is a age that is teenage of sorts.
Oh.
I'm just saying it like that so that Eric and Buddy and Aaron and Izzy, she's an age.
Get off your case. All right, Carrie.
Oh. So, yeah, I'm Carrie, or X Bubble Monkey X.
Oh my god, it's Carrie from Carrie Abridged!
Oh my god!
It's Kirito Abridged!
Yeah, and I'm playing Paige Humbleton. My older brother is Isaac, and that's Eric's character. And like Buddy said, his character Hunter is my BFF, and Izzy's also there.
He also exists.
He's also in that general vicinity. I'm 12, and we're all in like the same class. I, at a young age, was touched by the digital world. Oh.
Where did the digital world touch you? Show me on the doll.
Show me on the doll. Show me on the doll.
Show me on the Gabumon plush.
Oh no!
Not Gabumon.
But yeah, so like because of that, I'm very much convinced that it's real, and I've written a whole bunch of stories about it, and I don't get along with a lot of people because of it. I have a lot of trust issues because I'm like, no, it's real, you guys, come on! And people are like, sure.
The reason I'm her best friend is because I believe her.
There you go.
So basically, she just latched onto you, and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
There we go. I mean, I don't have a lot of friends either. Might as well.
FYI, Carrie, the two
Yeah?
Digimon that you saw.
Oh.
How do I fucking sync this with a certain person? Can I share this with a particular person? The two Digimon that you saw fighting when you were a tiny babu. Did that share with you? Did the thing just appear for you?
Yes. I see it. Damn. It's real, you guys. But, oh.
There you go. Those are the two
Nice.
things that when you had your brief encounter with Digimon when you were very young, when you were whisked away in the middle of the night to an island with a darkened sea nearby, those are the two things that you saw fighting.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Wow. No wonder my short stories are popular online.
My fan fictions.
My fanfics are totes popular.
My brand.
But me and Eric, we still have our parents, right? But like, they weren't very good.
They weren't
at
very
being
good to
parents.
us.
So Eric's character Isaac, like, he took me away and he takes care of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it.
And then we'll move on to
Hey.
Eric.
Hi, I'm Eric.
Oh my god!
It's Eric from Erica Bridge!
Yeah. My guy's name is Isaac Humbleson, brother of Paige Humbleson. A very, very clever surname that we've come up with, Carrie.
Indeed. There's no connection to it at all.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's just a name.
It's just a name.
What's in a name? A rose by any other name would still be as humble.
Exactly.
He's a good boy. He
Yeah.
takes care of his sister. He stood up to his piece of shit dad and left, taking her with him to the big city, or whatever size the city is that we're in.
It's a large city. It's like New York,
Medium.
Vancouver combination.
It's a relatively large city.
Damn.
And yeah, he doesn't like.
Van York-Hoover.
New Couve York.
That's the name.
I do like New York Hoover.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't like hurting people if he doesn't have to. He's kind of like Edward Elric, in the way
Which
he doesn't
conflicts
he
with
doesn't
his
wanna
preferred
kill
career
anyone.
choice of pro mixed martial artist.
Oh
I
dear.
don't like what I do, but I do what I must.
Sasuke, calm down.
Yeah, he basically he places his sister's safety above just about everything else. And he tries to be a good example for her. And yeah, he tries to see the good in people and all that. He's a good boy.
He's a pure
Good old
boy.
Yeah,
Good pure boy.
Very
And
humble
then-
boy.
No.
All right, moving on to Aaron.
Hi there, I'm Frozen Frost.
Yeah! Oh my god!
It's Frozen
Oh my
Frost
God,
from
From
it's-
Toasty Toaster Bridged.
It's the dog from Frasier. Oh jeez. I'm playing Oliver Dodger. He has family. They're nice.
Oh.
He doesn't really hang out much.
If you stay here forever,
He's
we'll
like
be fine.
angsty, broody 15-year-old. He kind of hangs out wherever. Stays out late. He knows the town pretty well because of it. But he gets beat up by 12-year-olds because he's a weak motherfucker.
Oh my
I'm
god!
gonna beat
yeah.
you up, son.
He's a malnourished. He's just a bit malnourished. Is all.
Yeah, he doesn't eat proper.
He
He's
doesn't
out
come home for
eating
dinner time.
7-Eleven corn dogs while his mom's like, I made you beans, and he's like, no, mom, you gotta tell me what to do.
Then does he
Think
eat
you're
the
a
hot
nerd.
dogs out of the beans and not the beans, Aaron?
But yeah, precisely.
Oh god, terrible.
Y'all trade your parents.
All right, and then bread.
Hello! I'm Brett Bretterson.
Internet famous Brett Bretterson! God.
From Bread Bretterson Abridged.
Ah! And the character
love Bread
I'll be
Bridge.
playing-
Bread Bridge.
The character I'll be
Everyone's so
playing.
excited for everyone else but me.
She's trying so hard. Go, Brad. Go on.
No, it's okay. The character I will be
Guess I'll
playing
just go
today
ahead and
is the
sit
character
over here.
named Cherry Harley. She is 14 years old. She has family, but they're not the most attentive people in the world. And so because of that, she has gone out of her way ridiculously to get their attention, mainly starting a gambling ring of her own at the age of 14. And
God.
she's big and tough and like walks around the street like she's hot shit because she's got Noelle at her side and she harasses Oliver all the time because
Hey, yo, what up?
when like there's nothing else to do on the street, beating up weaker kids is fun.
Horrendous girl gang. Goddamn.
She's good. She's quirky. She's an interesting character, and I look forward to playing her. And I'll leave it at that.
Libba-daboo. Alooba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dooba-da-bop, and I'm me. I am the DM. I made the module, and I'm running the game. And I'm consistently angry. Oh, yeah, there's even, as I say, I'm consistently angry. A notification comes up. That's the fucking you flubber truckers one. And I hate Carrie today.
Yo, Sam.
And most days.
Most days.
Yo,
Because I
Sam.
am
I get that.
Logan.
Exactly
I am
what
Logan
happened to me.
BlazingAzureCrow.
I'm very
All of their hate
irritating
went to me and they
person.
were mean to me.
I will be depicting everybody that is not them.
Oh my god, it's Firebird from fucking Kiss Kiss
Bleach
Fall in
Abridged!
Love.
Oh, look, it's
DM
Flash
from DM
it's,
Abridged.
it's the Flash from the DC animated abridged that came out
Oh
yesterday.
my god, it's discount Matt Mercer. Fuck.
I accept that. I
It's more like,
accept
it's more like
that.
thrift store Matt Mercer.
Isn't everyone kind of
Bootleg Matt Mercer.
Eric, don't you fucking qualify that statement.
Wait, what did you say?
Or I'll
Eric?
step on your face.
Isn't everyone kind of discount Matt Mercer? And Logan's like, shut up.
They will cease to be countless when counted!
We're getting all kinds of bits right now. Thanks for all the bits.
Yeah.
So, you guys are all from a town, a city that I have equated to being about the same, having the same cultural significance as, like, Vancouver or New York. So it's a creative industry there. You can find most things there.
We're Van Yorkers.
It's a place that is by the water, near a mountain range. The skyline in like the busy part of town is dotted with skyscrapers, but there's some outlying parts that are a bit more.
Expectations flying right out the window.
I'm Logan Laidlaw, and I'm absolutely livid. 1 bit. Yes, that should be my catchphrase. Hello, I'm livid.
They will cease to be
I live and I'm
countless
dead.
when counted.
But it's kind of an every town. You go like a few blocks over, it seems like another town most times. Easy to lose yourself in it. A bunch of you go to the same class. A bunch of you are in the same school. Some of you wander around and avoid school. One of you isn't in school at all. One of you works to support his younger sister. On this particular day, at about midday, you were all going about your business. Some of you might have been at school. Some of you might have been working across town. Some of you might have been on a bus. Some of you might have been on the 3rd floor of an abandoned warehouse, shooting craps with some kids that you don't really care where they got their money. They just did.
I know you said craps, but for like a split second, I thought you said crack, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, some of you are hardcore drug addicts.
Hardcore.
Some of you are ridiculous addicts.
How'd you learn? Who told you?
I'm addicted to something.
Who's the nerd snitch?
Who's the nerd?
Probably Oliver. Let's go beat him up.
Okay. However, around midday, around 1 p.m., 12 to 1 p.m., everything went strange for all of you. There was, the entire day, you all had very, very, very mild headaches, the kind of thing that you would have passed off as nothing. Your vision would have been blurry, but again, you didn't really take much note of it. You thought you were having an off day. Around midday, the entire world seemed to go staticky. You started having these sudden visual flashes of what looked like a large humanoid creature ripping what seemed like a curtain open, reaching into the air and pulling it open, generating massive amounts of blue electrical energy and lightning, flashes of this, replacing your own vision, data, a rainbow hue, a tunnel made of glistening rainbow rock, and then you all would have fallen unconscious as a staticky noise built up until you couldn't take it anymore, and sensory overload caused you to fall unconscious. You all, most of you know each other for the most part. You would have probably all encountered each other at one point or another.
I've taken their lunch money, yeah.
Yeah, even if it's just in passing, even if it's you saw these kids when picking up your younger sister from school, or you saw somebody, you passed them on the street. You've all encountered each other at one point or another. Our adventure begins with all of you, well, some of you waking up, in an unfamiliar place. I would like... I can do this without you guys actually doing anything. 1 second. I'm going to roll a Constitution save against all of you.
Oh, fuck.
DC.
Everybody nat-20s.
Oh my god, yes. Everybody nat ones.
Oh my god, most of you did terribly.
There's a lot of failure there.
There's a lot of fail.
Paige.
Woo! Team Humble, boys!
Paige.
We're the only ones who succeeded.
Yep. Fucking the rest of you all got less than 10. The DC on this was 13. So
I got a 10.
Paige and Isaac. You guys, fittingly, you guys wake up. And by wake up, I mean you come to your senses slowly. Sounds begin to come back in. The staticky noise disappears. You feel like you've been out for a while. You feel well rested, but your body feels heavy and strange.
Whoa,
the air.
hey there, data
Oh,
bits. We
hello,
can
very
talk
loud
about
notification. The air around you is very, very crisp, much more as if you're at a different elevation. You hear, before opening your eyes, you feel wet rock underneath you. You feel, you hear the sound of dripping water. You feel like you're in a cave, which, opening your eyes, you find...
Nailed
Countless when
it!
counted.
Go on.
I think people are intentionally giving small amount of bits just to keep the notifications coming. I'm fine with that. You guys wake up. Boop. In a tiny cave.
Tiny cave.
In a tiny cave.
A cave that is tiny.
In a tiny cave. In a tiny cave,
Or
boy.
tiny.
A tiny cave that has that slopes inwards. You see light
Whoa,
pouring
hey
in from
there, data
outside.
bits. We can talk about
The
this.
weather's distinctly different. It was a overcast day before. Looking outside, you see that it is now bright. It is sunny. In fact, the light from outside seems to be a slightly more a yellowish tinge than light usually is. Everything seems a bit off color-wise. It looks like moisture's built up in the cave.
Professional pride.
Going to probably shut off those notifications in a minute. Down the slope, you see that a large amount of water is built up. There's a veritable tiny lake at the back of this place. But you are awake. You're in a foreign place. It is only the Humblesons that are awake, initially.
Okay.
Take
See
it
a lot
away.
of dead bodies
Take
around
it
you.
away, my friends.
Yeah. So okay. So I'm gonna go over to her. Obviously.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Are you okay?
Yeah. What the hell happened? What the?
Did you just censor yourself because I'm a little girl?
Yeah. Because I'm like. Yeah.
What the patootie?
So cute.
What the fudge
What the fudge is going on?
Real quick, I want to bring to attention. It says Carrie's character is dying.
Oh yes, that is because I repeatedly had I added Omegamon to the tracker and had him repeatedly strike her with the Garuru cannon because I was frustrated that she left.
Why would you do that?
I just explained why.
I was wondering, just like, why does Eric have a health bar? Oh right, yeah.
Fucking a monster appears. Is like, for whatever reason, it only attacks Paige. Like, oh fuck. Anyway, so my surroundings, I wouldn't initially know that I'm like in the digital world, right? None of this.
You have no idea. You have been there, but you don't know what it is as a place. For all you know, when you had your close encounter when you were younger, you could have been on a different planet as opposed to a different reality.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks foreign and weird, like slightly more tropical, bit warmer. Like I said, the air has a different consistency. Paige, I'll have you
They will cease to be
roll
counted.
roll me perception.
Oh, just to see if I like recognize my classmates are also there and unconscious.
It's for something.
It's for something. Oh
Don't-
no!
The first roll of the game.
Don't worry about it.
The first roll was the first roll of the game was that con save.
Oh yeah.
This is the first one she has control over, though.
Yes.
That's
Pokemon's just gonna be up on the top, just staring down at us like fucking licking his
Oh,
lips.
it's fucking typical. God damn. Oh, that's why I don't like playing with Buddy. Okay.
So
what?
Eric, why don't you roll it then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it, son.
Okay.
Come on.
Ones.
The actions.
Hashtag team Nat19 son. It's better.
Well, there's my expectations
Okay, so
flying right out the window.
Carrie started out like usual. I didn't want my comment earlier, by the way, chat, to discourage bits and whatnot. It was just startlingly consistent. And it was all like 5-bit donations.
Don't stop giving me money, guys.
I'm not
Like,
saying
come
don't
on.
donate. I'm just saying maybe do it in larger clumps. So
Because that sounds better.
Isaac,
That sounds
looking at your sister as she comes to, you notice what looks like a string of data, glowing data, just gently float by your face between the two of you. Just a string of ones and zeros moving as if it was dust through the air.
Reveal your secrets to me.
What in the world? What was I doing before? Like, what were we doing when we got transported here?
That's up for you to decide. What were you doing?
I guess maybe picking you up from school or something.
I was
It
gonna
would-
say, like, what time of the day did this happen?
Around 1 p.m.
Okay, then I would still be at school, so
Yeah,
you probably still
okay.
be at work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were like fucking at home doing laundry. All of a sudden, she's here with you.
Yeah. In a cave, surrounded by other dead people.
1 sec, I'm gonna grab the tablet and I'm going
I'm
to
just doing a
put a
bit.
timer on.
Are you fucking
you guys-
kidding me? We're
well-
playing a game here, Logan.
While I'm gone, I'd actually like you all to work out what you were doing before you left, and when I come back, I'll grill you on it.
I was beating up
Do
Oliver.
you like my chair?
So Cherry was there cheering him on. cheering
Fuck
her
you,
on.
you were. You could find me.
I was trying to find. I was trying to find and beat up Oliver.
And Cherry was helping.
Pretty
As
sure
was
we were all like
Cherry.
in class, but I wasn't paying attention to class.
I'm a
was writing.
delinquent. Who gives a fuck about class?
Right. Well, you
Besides,
think this
I'm
shit's
an
like-
age. Maybe I don't even go to school.
I'm an age. I'm a number
I mean,
somewhere
I
on
think
this
it's
spectrum.
I will say, since the
Like
last
some
time,
20-year-old
fuck
kicking
you
the
guys,
shit.
I-
Reveal your
I
secrets
will-
to me.
Like, nerd.
That makes it funnier that
Since the last
Cherry
time we
hangs
all
out with
talked,
you
I
and
have
Cherry
changed my
bosses you
character's age,
around.
so there's that.
Oh, I want, dude. I want her to be like 42. I want her to be some ridiculous age.
Noelle wakes up. What's going on?
Yeah.
Like
A 42-year-old Japanese chain smoker.
Let's just call
You
it
just say smokes like 40 a
professional
day.
pride.
Because it just completes the image.
I think it's just like
I've set an
the fact
alarm to
that-
go off at 3, so that we will have some time to at least know that, like, all right, we need to wrap up because Buddy will have his game later.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So, going down the list, Oliver, what were you doing?
I was hanging out in a construction site near school, having an extended lunch break.
Cherry,
Hunting down Oliver to beat him up.
Hunter,
Hunting down
class.
Oliver.
class. So, Isaac.
I was
in arts and crafts.
I was at work.
Okay. Noelle,
Hunting down Oliver to beat him up.
Garfield,
Would have been in class.
and Paige.
I'm in class, but not paying attention to class. I'm writing Digimon fanfiction.
Roger that. For
But
those
we're
that
in arts and crafts.
For those in the audience, her character has a. She posted her account of a. What basically amounted to a dream she had where she was suddenly in another world. She wrote her account of it online, and it was picked up and gained a large following as a science fiction short story, and she's acquired quite a name for herself in online writing communities.
Mm-hmm. My fanfic name is Bread Brederson.
Oh, wait a minute!
So that I am internet famous Bread Brederson.
Oh my god! Hey, at least you'd be the first. But
I'm going to allow this.
done.
All right. So now that that's a didgery happened.
Who the fuck is Raymond?
Who is Raymond? What? Who's Raymond? What are you
I
talking
just
about?
noticed him.
I just noticed him.
Yeah, I was just looking. I was like, huh, that's a really odd icon.
Yeah.
Let's just call it professional
Like he's
pride.
not meant to be here.
What? What? You don't wake up. You wake up.
Oh.
What?
Megatron, you've awoken.
Oh my god.
Hunter, you've awoken.
Oh.
Oliver, you got a 17, even with your -1. You've awoken. The only one who has not woken up is Cherry.
Good. The gremlin stays down.
Also,
Oh god, I guess she's dead.
oh yes, and also, Raymond is also woken up. So yeah, Cherry is
She's probably got her mouth
like
open.
floating
and
on the water over there.
snoring.
Just floating face up on the water.
Do I notice Hunter and Garfield waking up?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So then while Isaac's like distracted by the numbers, I'm gonna run over to Hunter and be like, "Are you okay?"
Hi, yeah, I'm oh, God, where am I?
You're gonna have to lock that down.
Is this life? Is this what life is gonna be? I instantly regret everything. Oh well, at least that way I won't be the only one doing an annoying voice.
Oh shit.
I'm in
Wait.
tears.
Annoying, sir.
I mean, to somebody in particular, yes.
It's gold to the rest of us.
Yeah. I'm fine. How are? Where are we?
I don't know.
What's happening? I don't understand.
Garfield.
Why?
Garfield, we're talking right now. Hold on.
Yeah, 1 second.
That's fine, best friend.
Oh, no. That felt so mean to say.
All right, stay in it, guys. Stay in it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't know what's going on, and like for some reason my brother's here and he's over there looking at something, and I don't understand.
It's okay. Probably.
We'll be fine.
Well, I, for one, know exactly what's going
there's
on.
my expectations
tell
flying
us,
right
Garfield.
out the window.
Tell us that.
Clearly, we have been warped to another planet known as Quatlu.
Roll.
Like when I was
Roll.
younger.
Yeah, I was gonna say roll deception. There, Izzy.
Oh God! I didn't think he'd. Yeah, I forgot the fact that he would actually be rolling for this.
You just hear coming from over on the south side of the cave. Is that true? How do you know that?
Oh, you know, you pick things up being as worldly as I am. I've done a lot of things and stuff.
Carrie, fucking, you lost connection. Get
What?
Get your act. It says you lost connection. Get your act together.
What?
It's like
What? I'm still fine. I can still move my icon. I'm fine.
Fantasy Ground told me you lost connection. Get your act together.
Well, then that's on Fantasy Ground.
So yeah, you guys, when you're regarding that, Garfield, you look over, you see, you would have seen this guy before. I have hiccups. Most wonderful. This is a student at the school. He is 1 grade higher than you. He's Raymond, generally keeps to himself, gets picked on a lot, tends to be the type of kid who, whenever the things get rough, he tends to get really quiet, go inside. Like, if he's being bullied, he tends to just kind of stand there and take it.
So he's the antagonist.
No.
Oh, shit.
What are you talking about?
He has fucking Ken never got bullied. What are you fucking talking about? Ken was nationally celebrated.
Oh, I know. But you said, someone said antagonist.
Oh, yes. He's, this guy looks scared. He looks like he's only believing you because you've said something and he can grasp onto it.
Oh.
Yeah, this has happened like tons of times to me before. It's no big deal. It'll pass in like an hour or so.
You never told me that this happened to you a whole bunch. Why didn't we talk about it?
It's like shit.
How do I climb out of this rabbit hole?
I know.
While these kids are
more
talking, I'm just
bullshit.
gonna look around.
I told you about my teleporting to a different planet or whatever when I was little. How come you never brought this up?
Oh, well, you see, I wasn't sure, like, at the time that you could be trusted. Like, you could have been like a government plant or something, but like obviously now I know that you're cool and everything, but you know, it felt like now it's awkward to say that, like, you know, before I was lying, but now I'm not.
Do I believe him?
I believe him.
I believe Logan.
Why would I
Logan,
decide
I
that?
came into this place.
No, I mean, can I
with
roll?
Cherry,
I
so
believe.
Oh,
I want to
sure.
look around and see if I can find Cherry.
Okay.
Okay, you're looking around. You see Cherry floating, face up, her arms out in like a butterfly, like
I wanted to breathe face
spread
down.
out on the water. Resolving what's going on over here, though. Paige, roll me insight.
Insight. That's what I figured.
Still says you disconnected, girl.
I rolled and it landed on like a 9. I think.
It didn't come up.
Oh, her character thing's on now, yeah.
Ah, there it goes.
Told
I
you.
went out.
Oh, what? The host was right about someone disconnecting?
Sure,
Whoa!
It was freaking fine, okay? Shit.
Alright, as you get back in, Noelle, you see her floating face up. Harley, I'm gonna just go ahead and...
How far away is she in the water?
You're still asleep. Looking at the map, each of those squares is 5 feet. She's like within arm's reach of you if you get to the edge of the water. It's not super deep. Like, the water's
I'm just
like...
gonna walk into the water then at that point.
Yeah, it's like goes up to your knees at worst.
I walk into the water and I grab her by the back of the shirt and start pulling her in.
Oh.
Alright.
Feels
snoring loudly.
Harley, you are... Oh, hello, system. I noticed that you're... There you go. You wake up as this happens. As you, like, bump your head as you're scraped across the ground, you wake up, Cherry.
What's going on? What's
Get out of the water, you'll catch a cold.
Are you in a spotter?
Huh? Water? Where's the water? Oh, there's water. Oh my god. What's going on?
Oh god, it's her.
Oh god.
Eh?
Oh god, it's her. What?
You frightened me.
Oh god, it's her.
Wait, what? You guys know who I am? Well, of course you do. I'm famous. What are you talking about?
As soon
You're
as
not
I
as
get
famous
Cherry
as your
out,
friend,
I'm
but
gonna
that's
start
okay.
walking over to Garfield.
Guys, don't talk over each other. There's a lot of you. Be mindful of that.
Yeah.
As you walk over to Garfield, we will stick with Noelle and Yusei's interaction real quick. You guys going to...
and Yusei.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you walk over there. Cherry, fuck, I just said Noelle and Yusei. New characters. Apologies. Cherry and Noelle. Cherry, what are you gonna do? She walks away.
She's gonna trot after her like, hey, wait a minute, that's not an answer. You know, I pay you. Come back here.
This kid knows what's going on.
Oh, well, just punch him till you get an answer.
That's not necessary. I'm being very forthcoming, I feel.
Garfield, do you actually know what's going on?
Yes, I absolutely do.
Should I roll anything?
I'm gonna roll.
Both of you roll insight.
Can I roll intimidation?
Oh my god.
For what purpose?
Cherry's gonna try to scare him. Into
You're gonna like grab him by the collar and be like, tell me what you know,
I mean, no,
nerd.
it seems perfectly legit to me.
Hunter, you are distinctly aware that this person is lying to you. It is
Giving him,
incredibly
like, a really-
transparent. Noelle, you have no idea.
No, he's obviously useful. I'm gonna beat him up until he tells us how to get out of here.
No.
And
He does this all the time. He's a pathological liar.
Oh.
No, that is not a character trait that I have.
You're lying
Garfield,
about
how long have I known you for?
Bronstein.
Pathological liars.
He's
How
lying
long
about
have I known you for?
Shakes a finger.
I'm just gonna look at them. I'm gonna look over at Garfield. He seems like he's telling the truth to me. I'm just gonna beat him until he gives me all the information he has.
Don't do it.
Wait.
Crack knuckles.
Backs
It's okay,
away.
she does this a lot.
as you guys do this, you notice that Raymond walks out and looks out from the cave entrance.
DM, sir, could you reload the map so I can see it?
Everybody gets one.
Causing all the problems today, Karen. Okay.
I know.
Yeah, gosh.
Are these numbers still flying around my face?
Well, they are. You notice that they are like in the air, not everywhere, but they're around. They seem to be as noticeable as dust particles in the air, but they are fairly frequently everywhere. Looking around, you also see that they, like certain times when light like reflects off of the sides of rocks or water, sometimes in the reflection you'll see similar coating.
Do I notice him freaking out?
He didn't tell me he's freaking out.
I'm just kind of like...
Well, like looking at it, I mean, like, ooh.
He's just looking around. Everyone's looking around. It's a pretty subtle thing, so unless he calls attention to it, that is him noticing it, not everybody else. So Raymond walks towards the edge of the cave, looks out. His eyes adjust to the brightness. He puts his hand up over his face to try to shadow his eyes and looks up into the sky. Nothing particularly remarkable. You guys can continue interacting if you wish to.
Unless somebody stops me, I want to try to reach for Garfield.
Oh god, please no.
Garfield, what is your reaction to someone?
Garfield.
What is your reaction to somebody reaching out to you?
To run the fuck away?
All right, so roll me dexterity. Noelle, roll me athletics.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Gonna get
If his character dies by getting beat up by a girl first game.
Oh, well,
God!
Holy shit!
you try to back up from him, and you stumble back. As you do, she reaches her hand out, and her hand securely locks around your neck and pulls you back up straight.
I'm not gonna put it around his neck. I want to grab him by the front of the shirt and lift him up.
All right, she lifts you off the ground.
Carrie's right next to her, like, yeah, get him, yeah, like totally her hype.
We'll cut from this. Oliver, you are directly beside this. leaning against a rock from the looks of it.
Oliver has one thing to do.
Oh.
And that thing is, right here.
Oh.
He's gone.
Oh no.
Well, he's
All right, I need to know. Are you telling the truth or telling a lie, like that guy said?
Oh, there's something Woody said. I just got some donations. I can't see what they are, but
Oh shit! Thank you.
if you want to check the message, you'll have to go through your end. But it's 3 gold coins, whatever that is equivalent to on your side.
Oh my god. Is it 3 bitcoins?
That would be
Are you
incredible.
telling the truth or are you
That would
telling a
be
lie,
me.
like that other kid said?
Garfield, make the
Uh,
right choice.
I don't understand what you mean. Like, Hunter, you know me. I never lie.
I know you, and that's why I told them you lie all the time.
Then tell me everything you know about this place.
Yeah, we prefer truthers in here. So speak up, Buttercup.
So you hear? Oh, you're in the bushes. Cutting over you guys, the guy Raymond cuts in like, so if you know what's going on with this place, what's up with the sky?
I look up.
What?
You look up. You notice that he's looking up. Out in the distance, you guys see you are in a. You guys are effectively in a little ravine canyon-like area. You can see about that far, but it spreads open at the top pretty wide. You notice that off in the distance, you see the tops of the skyscrapers of your town locked in. Even though a place like this shouldn't exist, you figure if anywhere you're in the mountains that are to the north of the city, but everything looks strange. But in the sky, there appears to be what looks like a massive hole, like the size of probably the entire, like, inside of the city. It seems like something broke the sky as if it was a window from the other side. There are large cube-like shattered pieces of sky falling from it, and a dark light pouring down from it. This is far off in the distance, but large enough that you can see
that I
it.
just look at it and let him go. I just let him fall to the ground as I stare up at this hole in the fucking sky.
Yeah.
Oh, also, looks like that donation was Osaru giving us $100 and resubscribing.
Holy
my
shit.
god!
Well, hello, Osaru.
Oh.
Thank you.
That makes sense. That makes sense. He's now your stream boss.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Stream boss with 37,000 health.
Oh my god.
Oh, go at him, people.
On our side, Joe Violet, because of his last one, still has 180,000 health. Also, guys, if you're interested, Izzy, you may want to change your stream boss skin. There's like a cool video gamey one. I saw it when Blue was using it. I changed over to it. It has like a sort of Yu-Gi-Oh style health bar with like a whole bunch of little notched, differently colored squares. Like it looks like a video game health bar as opposed to just a straight up bar.
Oh yeah, I saw that yours looked different when we were streaming yesterday.
Yeah, it's neat. Just if you want to change to it, I think it looks a bit more interesting, and if you change to do it, also match ours. But that's
Is
up
it
to you.
the theme?
I believe the theme is curved, is what that one is.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Hopefully it doesn't delete Osaru's donation, otherwise I'll be responsible for the second one. That Osaru donated like 800 bucks and got a massive amount of health, and then some glitchy stuff happened with our stream boss, and I had to reset it, and I just felt the worst.
Oh no.
But I digress. So you guys see that off in the distance. I'd also like everybody at the front of the cave, which I will say is Paige, Hunter, and Oliver. I'd like you all to roll me perception, please.
Oh.
Yes, Osaru says if he's deleted again, he'll be displeased. I really apologize for that. It wasn't that I just wanted to change the thing, Osaru. It was like it was glitching out, and I was trying to mess with it, and the number was changing erratically, so I had to change, like, reset it. 20, nice. So Hunter and Paige, you two, here off in the distance, as they're all looking up at it. I guess I should also roll for Raymond.
Oh.
I'm treating him like he's a player character, which is not what I usually do, but I have a reason for it.
Who cares about the Digimon Emperor and all his nefarious plans?
Yeah, him with his little, like, fucking beige suit. beige school uniform.
He's got black gears hidden in that suit. I fucking know it.
Okay, so only you two. Only you two here. Off in the distance, you hear what sounds like people moving. As you listen for it, you hear after a while, though it sounded like humans, it seems to be the same syllable being repeated over and over and over by a small troop of people. You hear off in the distance just gob 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 gob. Drawing closer and closer to you.
You can hear it too?
Yeah, it sounds weird.
It's really creepy.
Hey, I think there's something approaching us.
Yeah.
There's looks a weird to Garfield again. Looks back toward them like, all right.
At this point, I'm like coming up here, hearing
There's
all this.
something weird.
You live another day.
Over there.
You live another day.
Good response, kid. 10 out of 10.
I don't think I would have noticed in the first place Aaron's character. So
yeah.
Yeah, he's just hanging out over there.
He's kind of. I'm just assuming that there are let's see,
He's in the trees, man.
seven people in this party instead of 8.
Do we notice the same noises?
You coming up there, you do not. By the way, do you see the tokens I'm putting on the map right now?
Yes. I need to zoom out.
You can
Yes.
see them. You can see them. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Good. I guess. That's interesting.
Oh no, he went away.
I just wanted to know. Those ones aren't
Except for
important. I was
Goblin
just laying some things out. But I figured this was time for me to be like, okay, does that
Just testing things out.
Yeah, off in the distance, you guys will see walking out. You hear the sound of clanking gears, like a whirring sound, as well as the repeated gob, 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 which sounds more and more dejected. The first thing you see is these two creatures, which I'll give you larger pictures of here in a second.
It's Goblinmon.
Goblimon.
Goblimon.
Gobbly-mogan.
No, it's weirdly cute.
And it appears to be beside and handling this large creature. They walk out from behind some of those trees. Behind them, you see several of these little...
Several Haguramon.
Yeah, little Haguramon.
Oh.
Not behind them.
My cyber sleuth knowledge is paying off, boys.
They all seem to have their head in the clouds for the most part. Goblymon seems to be like looking up at the sky. He seems to be eating a piece of raw meat that he's holding in his hand, occasionally taking a bite. Just the large creature that's with him appears to be. He has it on a leash. It looks up towards you guys, is the first to notice you and stops and just snarls at you. As it does, the Goblymon stops, looks down from the sky towards you.
That's a weird looking pooch.
We should hide.
Yeah, we should probably hide.
We should hide.
Go in the bushes and I fucking grab Paige and take her with me. Grab Paige,
I noticed
Paige and Hunter.
Paige and Hunter. Hiding.
Oh, okay.
And
I
noticing that, I step forward a bit so that they don't notice the people hiding.
Oh.
Oh my
Carrie's like,
god.
You're a good soul. She goes down in the bushes.
Nice, good 8. You're like, I'm gonna hide. You pick up a large branch and put it in front of you.
Seen me, so.
I hide.
Are we not all released?
No one can
Hold
see
on.
me.
Those who want to,
I'm just keeping their thoughts on me because they've already seen me. So.
Oh.
What is with this?
Go Garfield.
Garfield has managed to fucking disappear. The rest of you trip over yourselves as you try to hide.
Shit.
I feel like Cherry sees that Oliver's in the bush and it's like, oh, what the heck?
Oh my god.
Does my drawing their attention like help them at all?
Yeah, kind of. The Goblymon reaches into the back of its loincloth-looking garment, and it pulls out a crumpled piece of paper. It unfurls it, it looks at it, and it looks up to you, and then down to it, and then back up at you, and it squints at you.
I cross my arms.
Oh my god, what are you doing?
You go
guys
get
are
him,
trying to
Noelle.
hide. They've already seen me. Her thoughts are you guys need to hide.
Scary tough girl, you need to run away and hide.
You're a good
Where is-
woman,
He's
Noelle.
like, I'm pretty sure I can run away if I have to.
What is
It was
Raymond
good knowing
doing?
you.
Yeah, what's Raymond doing?
Raymond is staying at the back of the party, like you guys are. He seems to be somewhat mortified by the fact that there are now creatures in front of him. He will be probably hiding behind Cherry Harley. Crouching down to get a bit more behind this slightly shorter girl.
Why? What?
Because you're a thing that is between them and him now.
I know, she's saying that to him, like why? They're bushes and rocks. Oh, you know what? I don't care.
I think they know we're already here. I don't think that matters.
Oh, good. Good. Great.
Who are you?
Oh?
The Goblinmon walks forward out
Customary
to
to
the middle.
introduce yourself first, don't you think?
He looks at you cross as if you should already know who he is. Reaches back behind his back again. Swallows the rest of the piece of meat. I'm Goblinmon. One of the AOA soldiers that's taking over this place. I repeat, who are you?
Noelle, you say.
Can all of our action die from this bush to behind this rock?
Roll me another stealth roll. You just fucking silent.
Oh no!
Hold on, I'm gonna roll his perception. What'd you be?
Can it go off as passive?
If we're going off passive, he totally does not see you at all. Yeah.
Yes.
His passive
Nice.
perception is like. I won't say what it is, but it's nothing
You're
to be
lucky
worried
I'm
about.
talking to him, boy.
Yeah.
He like looks at you. Noelle, you. I don't. What are you?
She unfurls her hands and she kind of raises one of her fists. I'd like to ask you the same question.
As she says that, Noelle's Cherry's like, yeah, we'd like to ask you the same question, and like moves to stand next to her.
Looks with you. Are you
Oh
too?
my god.
Yeah.
Just, like, hyperventilating in the bushes. Like,
The Hagurumon,
Noelle ain't scared of them.
It's gonna be fine.
these Hagurumon advance forward.
She kind of looks back to Cherry like, oh my god, you were fucking hiding, god.
you fucking pansy, god.
She turns back toward them and she just kind of like has both of her arms kind of out like.
If I don't recognize you, that means that you must be one of the citizens of Helix Terminal.
Where are you hiding, Gankomon?
God bless you.
Wait, did he say where am I hiding Gankomon, or is he calling out where are you hiding Gankomon?
What are you doing there, Aaron? What's that arrow?
So, are there any rocks I could throw
I
in a large arc behind them, and then action dive behind this tree?
Oh my gosh!
roll me deception.
Oh
Just
no!
Deception. What?
This is why we tried to beat the shit out of this kid earlier.
Stealth?
He thinks he's so cool being all sneaky, but when you find him and you punch him, it's not that.
Oh shit.
Alright, roll me stealth.
What's up with the? That's another 7.
Hey, you toss a rock. You do it. You toss a rock out. It hits behind them. Their ears perk up. They look slightly, not fully over to the side, but you do that. As this happens, there's a. You notice this the more closely. You notice the floating gear-like creature, the Hagurumon, that's floating near the tree. I'm gonna have it. What would your passive be, friend? As you dive behind the tree, you notice that it slowly starts turning on the spot towards you.
Did I notice him diving behind the tree?
Can we roll perception?
I'll say, yeah, Noelle and Cherry can roll perception.
Yeah! Yeah! I have a -2 in that. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Okay, never mind. I didn't know shit.
Cherry, yes, you notice him. You notice this guy doing that. You notice him doing that.
I feel like she doesn't say anything, but she certainly has her eyebrows raised.
If
like,
I would have noticed him, I would
"Hey."
have walked out and try to said something else. But now the Hoguromon's turning now.
It turns towards you, opens its mouth. You hear a metallic clanking sound as if what should be speech comes out. It's staring straight at you, Oliver. And... Bep.
Oh no.
Bep, bep, bep. And it comes at you. It seems to fling one of its gear-like hands towards you, which chops off part of the tree. You get fully behind the tree, dodging out of the way of it, and it flies by you, bounces off the rock face behind you, and comes back to it. But it very visibly attacked you. The others all turn to it. The Sanglumon barks towards you, and then it turns towards the kids. The Goblinmon's, whatever, kill them!
Uh-oh.
Well.
Oh god.
Alright, bunch of kids. At this point, as they charge forward, you all get a tingling sensation from whichever of your hands is your main hand. So left or right, we never really established that, but and you just glancing down as these things charge, you notice that there is what looks like a very small bracelet made of purple and black holographic characters surrounding your bracelet, about an inch off of it. Those of you that have played or seen the original .hack series, think Kite's bracelet in terms of kind of how it looks.
This thing said kill them, so I'm fucking ready to just go in now.
Oh my god.
Appears to be Raymond's turn first. Alright, cool. Initiative. Looks like Raymond's going first. So he is going to go ahead and roll... He is in that bush, hidden in a tiny crag that should be way too small, but he has somehow managed to lodge himself in there. He is hiding. Don't worry about Raymond.
He's become liquid.
Thump.
Well,
Noelle, you get to react first.
Whee!
Oh,
Oh
no.
my god!
He just charged forward.
She would.
He said kill them, and she just kind of narrows her eyes fuck this!
As you rush forward, everything goes dark for a second. You see all sorts of small holographic, like wireframe-looking displays pop up around you and seem to shift around, all taking the shapes of different weapons. Pick a weapon. Like, pick something that she would be comfortable using.
She's only comfortable using her fists.
As you rush forward, the bracelet that is around whichever hand it is, in fact, it can be both. Along your knuckles and the backs of your hands, a holographic, like, purple and black image of like, reinforcements of, like, metal knuckles forms.
She notices this while she's running?
Yes.
She just looks at him like, whoa! Whoa!
Damn.
So she just, as she's running, she just is, she has these up in front of her. She looks at him real quick, looks to Goblimon, rears back her left hand because she's left-handed, and she's gonna do him a punch.
All right, you go to attack him with your new holographic, hologram-esque gloves. It'll still only count as one attack. This Goblimon looks rather shocked that you're doing it. He takes up this large club that he has with him. Go ahead and target him and roll an attack against him. Good gosh, he rolled very badly for health.
Oh! Oh!
You walk by him, you smash him in the face. I'd like you to roll me for... I'd like you to roll me for the damage for it.
Okay.
For your D-Spectre.
Oh god. Oh my god.
Oh dear.
You smash it. He like brings his club up to try to hit you, and as you do, you smash him between the eyes, pushing him down and like cracking his head off the ground with your fist.
Jesus.
You said I could hit twice, but it's only gonna be hitting once, right?
Yeah, you contextually.
So can I hit him? Can I first like hit him like in the stomach and then punch him in the face?
Mm-hmm. You smash him in the stomach, and then you take your other hand and punch him and, like, push him into the ground, smashing his head off of it. He's now critical, because he's a Goblimon. Goblin are the most basic of basic. However, as this happens, this creature winds around it.
Hi, friend. How are you?
Oh.
Well, it was good being in the game with you guys.
Oh my god.
So first of all, he's going to target himself, actually, because he's in sunlight, so he's going to take... Actually, no, I'm going to say there's probably, like, shadows coming in from the sides, so that won't apply here. But, what do? You do 2 and then 1. He comes at you, trying to strike you with the blades that are attached to his front legs. He's going to try twice. First time is a miss. He strikes at you. You duck under the blade as it passes over you. Second attack.
Hell yeah.
He nat ones. All right. Third attack. That's a hit.
Oh, damn it.
You're MMA Digimon.
Like, I'm just imagining the first attack missed, second attack she just kind of punches out of the way, and then the third attack actually strikes her.
It attacks you. It strikes. It bites into you finally after having missed with both of the blades. Deals. As this happens, I'd like you to roll me. What are your things? I'd like you to roll me 1d6, please.
Oh.
All right.
Shit.
So until your next short rest, your AC is going to be +1. We're actually going to do that with everyone going down the line. As it bites you, the thing that's on your the bracelet that's on your arm appears to make some kind of correction to itself. Small hexagonal patterns appear all along your skin and then disappear suddenly. You feel more reinforced. The rest of yours, small little light seems to light up on the holographic bracelets on all of your arms as if reacting to it. Same thing happens with all of you. Going down the list, gonna have Raymond do this. Bap. You got a 4. Good job, kid. Izzy, please roll me 1d6.
No.
Oh, no.
Good job.
No.
Cherry Harley, roll me 1d6.
Yep.
Ooh. Hey.
Alright, Paige. You rolled that. 3. Isaac, roll 1d6.
Nice.
Ooh.
Hunter, roll 1d6.
Uh-oh.
Here I go.
Son of a bitch.
Damn, boy!
And finally, Oliver, roll 1d6.
Oh!
Lucky bastards.
Jesus. Alright.
Yeah, you know, that wouldn't have been useful on the melee fighter.
Everybody please keep note that one of your HD has been used.
Oh, man.
Okay.
So just mark that down somewhere, like, on your sheet. Like, if you have to use, like, the special move or special defenses lines on your, like, main page, just mark down, like, 1 HD. After the encounter's over, subtract however many HD you use from your stuff. So it strikes you. Breakdown movement. The creature that is there then erupts into a puff of smoke. The Sanglumon disappears as if its body were made of ash and seems to move away from you. It reappears back in behind all of you.
Oh, jeez.
Hunter, your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh.
Hunter, everything goes dark. That same display comes up with different weapons, wireframes of different weapons around you. What kind would he be comfortable using?
That's a good question.
Yo, right?
A helmet so I can headbutt him.
That's genuinely what I was thinking for Cherry.
Oh my god.
Nah, baseball bat with a nail through for sure.
That's what that was the other
I'm
one
not
I
gonna
was
do.
thinking.
I'm not gonna do this, but I think it's funny that I thought of fishing pole.
Oh, terrible, awful.
Oh.
You're just hunting for more puns.
Marbles. A Sonic 3 and Knuckles cartridge.
Let's go with
Something with lock-on technology.
lock-on technology, you say? How about a slingshot?
Okay.
With lock-on technology? Hell yeah.
With lock-on technology.
In that case, it changes to Weapon with ammo. You get a slingshot internally. Only you can see it, but well, actually, besides the slingshot, just before the fork where you'd launch things from, you see 5 little indicators that your mind immediately registers to be a counter for ammo.
Okay.
So you can do that if you wish to.
Can I cast a spell?
You unfortunately those are there, but you don't know how to do them yet.
Damn it. Okay, that's fair. All right. Well, there's a new thing right behind it. So in a panic, I hit it.
Oh shit!
Right.
Nightwise, to answer your question, no. If this stuff ever goes out through Patreon, it will not be through the Something Witty Patreon. It'll be through the Project Mouthwash one.
Yeah. Fair.
Did I hit it? I hit it right.
You missed. You fire. You fire a slingshot shot over towards it. It seems to disappear, its body erupting slightly into ash and moving to the side, then reforming itself with your attack going through it.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good.
You can still take a move. Sorry, I moved your turn. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try to get into the habit of when you're done your turn, you click the next actor button, because I tend to jump the gun a little bit. So I'll leave that in your guys' hands from now on.
Where would that?
Well, there's nowhere to move.
It's on the combat tracker. It's the down arrow.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. Cool.
I'll move back a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, dang it.
All right. Paige, your turn.
Eyes cannot help but to orbit the celestial
She's super fucking scared. Like, she doesn't know what's going on. I think she thinks this is all a dream.
As this happens, same holographic display comes up for you. What kind of weapon would you use? You don't have to use the weapon. It's just a moment where your D-Spectre is trying to confirm what you want.
Okay, I genuinely have no idea. She's so, like, non-violent. I don't know.
Right? I'm having a hard time too.
Like, fuck.
Marbles!
You could throw marbles.
Not marbles. I was gonna say not
Marbles
marbles.
the cat.
Like, Marbles the cat.
Well, I just thought, like, if you choose something like that, then maybe later on you can just, like, throw them onto the ground and, like, have them trip over them and stuff.
I was gonna, you know what? Yeah, marbles is actually really cute. I want her to, like, have a little bag of marbles and then she could, like, throw them.
You acquire, in front of your hand, there's a small little circle appears that it looks like you could pull a marble-sized object out of. Again, there's 5 tiny indicators there that reference ammo. It's not a bag per se, but basically you get the feeling if you made a specific motion with your hand, you
have
could
a tiny Gate of Babylon that has 5
you have
marbles.
a tiny Gate of Babylon that has marbles. If the marbles were to be pulled out there, like these little glowing wireframe marbles.
Okay. So,
which for now will function as throwing weapons.
Okay. Fuck. I don't think she wants to use them just yet.
Yep.
I think that she would be too scared to use them. Because, like, all it would do is if she aimed it at, like, fucking the thing that's in the cave, is it would draw attention to her. She's hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think I'm good.
Paige!
Oh, sorry, I fucking jumped the gun. Here, you press it.
I'm gonna be here, like, in between my brother and my bestie, and still hidden, and then I'm done.
Alright, Isaac, same to you. Weapon?
Oh, fuck, I've been trying to think about this whole fucking round and I can't.
Me too, it's the worst!
Because he's not, like... I feel like he might know how
Crowbar.
to fight.
Crowbar jumps out of the bushes,
It
beats
could be a
the
crowbar,
shit.
and also, I'll let you know, you don't have to commit to this forever. You can literally change this anytime you want.
You know those, like, office, like, paper shears? That really big one that, like, you could just totally detach.
A stapler!
A machete.
A stapler.
I'm gonna say he just picks the first one he sees, and me as a player is like, okay, it's a fucking sword.
Oh.
Alright.
Damn.
So, just blade. So you,
Sword boy.
yeah, you basically, the handle appears in front of you. You can, if you perform a certain grip around this wireframe that you'll always feel is kind of a little bit in front of your hand, then the blade will simply appear. Otherwise, no one else can see it. Sort of like a lightsaber, but in more of a blade fashion.
Okay.
Do you want to, have it appear now, or do you want to do something else?
Well, I mean, he picked it, but it doesn't appear immediately?
You know that you can call it. If you need it, you can call it out. You, like, get the sense of it. Like, you can see it. Other people can't. If you gripped your hand around the handle that will always kind of be in your palm, no matter what, it will become material. But if you're not becoming violent right now, then it's not going to force itself to show up.
Okay, well,
it's a tool for you. It's not trying to force anything on you.
I feel like he probably would summon it right now.
Alrighty.
Because he's gotta take the assist.
Go do him a slash.
Fucking. Yeah, so if I summon it, so that means like attack time. Like,
if you want to. I can't force you to do nothing.
Fuck. Should have gone for a ranged weapon.
Also going to change your weapon to be dex based because your dex is better.
You don't gotta do this turn.
You could also hold your action. You could be like, I will attack it if it attacks my sister, that kind of thing.
I will attack it if it seems to be attacking, like running up to attack anyone else.
Eric, I give you the same advice I gave you last time because I think it's good advice for you as a role player. Think of what your character would do. And don't question your character. Just think of what they would do.
That is what my character would do.
Okay. In that case,
I did take that to heart last time because it was pretty helpful.
Yep.
No.
Certain people register with different things. With you, I think it's a matter of, just try to think of what your character's first instinct would be, and as long as it's not total suicide, trust your character.
Yeah.
And if it is total suicide, I don't know. I mean, still trust your character to some degree.
Yeah, sometimes you might have to.
Total suicide can be fun.
You know, or like throwing a potion at a wall.
I mean, total suicide is really fun. Like running up on a fucking bunch of Digimon and a champion and fucking beating the shit out of them.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
So yeah, whenever you're done your turn, just hit that next actor button on the combat tracker.
I forgot that was.
I'm so tempted to click it myself, but I'm like, nope. Build habits. Build habits. That Goblimon scrambles to its feet as you hit it, a large bruise forming in the middle of its face.
Oh my god.
It targets you. It's going to come back after you with its club. It is actually, it's going to do Goblin Rush, so... Bap! And it misses. It tries to attack you with its special attack. It yells, Goblin Rush! And as it tries to unleash a bunch of attacks on you, you back up. As some of the attacks hit, you punch them away. You get the feeling these gauntlets are, these holographic gauntlets are just as solid as normal ones would be, if not more. And they're light. And they're very light.
I really like them. I really love it.
And he is going to take a bonus action to use Nimble Escape to disengage, and he is going to flee.
Oh, you're gonna run now, boy, huh?
I like how he has the regular stats of a goblin.
He basically does, yes.
He's basically
I found no reason not to make Goblimon the goblins of Digimon D&D.
Makes so much sense.
He takes off, yells back to the others like, distract them! I'll get reinforcements!
Oh, you might want to run after him.
Yo, Oliver.
I mean, he's out of my range, actually, I think.
Can't you run after him?
I could sprint, but...
I should have only moved him.
He's just gonna disengage.
Oh, he moved 40 feet, sorry.
Tackles him to the ground.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could get beside him enough to hit him from there.
Okay.
Because you don't have to get on him, you just have to get beside him.
Gotcha.
Oliver, weapon.
Butterfly knife.
Oh, shit.
You don't even think about it. You just put your hand out, and it's like, it's there.
That's what Oliver is, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think about shit. Just go and fucking jump in the trees.
Is your dex? Yeah, your dex is higher. I'm actually going to talk to you about something that... I'm going to talk to you about something afterwards, Aaron, that you might be interested in, since you played a version of this campaign a long time ago.
All right. Yeah, he's gonna whip that thing out and just bum rush Mecha Boy here.
That's Hagurumon 20, because there's totally 20 of these guys here. Oh my god! You just... You butterfly knife. I imagine you're that character in the group who's always got kind of droopy eyes and is unaffected and just ridiculously ready for anything.
So Rio from Food Wars.
Yeah. You rush forward with the butterfly knife, stab into it, you strike it, you only do... That's a lot of ones. That's a lot of ones.
Why does it say -2?
Because One of the damage types, I believe, is based on, what is it? So the D-Spectre does piercing, slashing, bludgeoning, and... Oh,
he's resistant to one of them?
I didn't mark down. 1 second, please. I need to... the piercing uses dex. I'm actually going to have you re-roll that in a sec. The slashing uses con, and the bludgeoning uses... fuck. Come on, get around there. Yours wasn't coded properly. It made it so you had a -2 because the one that's based off of your strength wasn't so good. So I'm gonna negate the damage on him. Go up to the top, click the critical button, and then attack him again once I tell you. Do it now. Do it now!
Do it right now.
Now's the time.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's better.
Perfect.
Okay, you strike him with it, you carve it into it, the blade enters into its head, this holographic butterfly knife, and you drag it down, ripping part of the Sagurumon's face open.
Oof.
It lets out a mechanical, like, scream filled with the sound of gears shifting against one another and metal scraping.
Oof.
And then with the rest of my movements...
The chat's probably just like, okay, but when the Digimon, though?
Yeah.
Who needs Digimon? I'll punch them all.
You're fine. Dude, I think we're
I'm
thinking
gonna pass by it, taking the opportunity attack.
You're gonna take it? Alright.
Yeah.
So he's gonna...
Welcome to my town, Iran.
He already got you on... But as you go by him, he's going to try to use Rake. He attacks you. He misses because of your insane AC right now. He, as you go by, it screeches, it spins, its blade spinning at a speed that would cut through your flesh if it hit you. You roll to the side and you run past it.
Besides, win the Digimon are right here.
Oh, they're not actually saying that. I'm just imagining they're probably like, I see partner icons.
No, you don't.
Anyways.
No, what are you talking about?
Garfield, your turn. Weapon.
Kind of like the idea of him having like a wooden practice katana.
Oh, isn't there a
I
term
was
for those?
totally expecting a compass.
A boken,
not
yeah.
a compass, a fucking telescope or something.
Let's see. Is your...
Telescope?
I was totally expecting you to hit people with a telescope and then like use it as an actual telescope. Like, I see everything.
Like a nerd.
Alright, so you conjure up a boken, which, I mean, in terms of shape, it's relatively similar to what Isaac summoned, because the wireframe of a sword is a sword, but yours is doesn't have a hilt on it. It's yeah.
I just like the idea that like even his weapon is fake.
I almost went with that.
That's fair.
Alright, you've got it. Do you want to do anything?
He like sees this weapon form in his hand, see the what's it, Hagurumon. He's like, fuck it, this is my chance to be cool.
Oh my
You rush out towards it as it like stops spinning, it just comes to a halt, sees you rushing it. Roll your attack.
Here.
You hit.
Sweet. Let's see. How do I roll damage?
To death.
Bunch of things written here.
Just hit the attack button, the damage button. Those are all factored in. Remembering that D-Specters always do the same damage, the shape of them is just cosmetic. It does 1d4 of all 3 primary damage types, modified slightly by your stats.
Oh, I thought it was like one or the other. It's all
No,
3.
it's all 3.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Okay, cool.
Because when it hits things, it's never fundamentally the shape of the weapon that hits them. It's data interference causing damage to them. But it just takes a shape that you're familiar with. Or would like to be familiar with. Alright,
I also don't think that Garfield is aware that it's a fake sword. I think he's like... He thinks it's a real cool guy sword.
As you rush up and hit it, you strike it. Your boken actually shatters into a myriad of tiny holographic splinters, and then reforms and reconstructs itself after you finish the slash.
Was that good? Was that supposed to happen? I don't know. It's not dead, and now I'm scared.
It looks up at you with angry mechanical eyes. Special eyes.
Gold eyes.
That's brown.
That's brown.
I was really hoping that would finish you off, but here we are.
Okay, so you guys were all hiding, but you were hiding real bad.
I came out of stealth as soon as I.
Yeah, Cherry did too.
This thing charges you.
Oh god.
Oh god. Here we go. Who sneezed?
It
Okay.
attacks. It hits.
Okay.
This thing
It hit me,
spins,
fuck.
sending one of its gears flying at you. It strikes you, dealing 4 damage.
Oh
It
no.
cuts you. You let out a yelp. Harley!
World
World goes dark. Holographic display.
Yeah.
Pick a weapon.
She immediately thinks of when her dad made her train to do baseball, like she had an instructor, and she was really mad about him not teaching her himself, and she reaches out and grabs a baseball bat.
Oh shit.
Roger.
Taking
baseball.
my aggressions here!
With the nail or not?
No. It's
All right.
It's like a
Great.
aluminum baseball bat.
Summon up a baseball
Maybe
bat. Is your
softball.
what's higher? Is your dexterity higher?
Yeah.
All right.
I
So
think.
we'll switch this over to using your dex.
Yeah.
Yep. Because it'll use your better stat. Okay.
Cool.
Peanut butter Joe with a baseball.
Well, bad.
Luckily, all of our detectors are finesse weapons.
Yeah.
I mean, they're weightless, so.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
My chair isn't leaning back. I don't want to DM anymore.
Oh no!
No.
There's nothing left to live for.
I need to get a
Hey
racer.
guys, well, that's the end of the Digimon campaign.
I can't recline. I no longer wish to do this.
I guess you'd recline that offer.
Oh my god, get out of here.
Anyways, Cherry, that happens. What would you like to do? There's a big scary behind you, and there's a bunch of tiny scaries over in front of you.
She like looks behind her to see if Noelle's okay, and sees that Oliver's over there too, and she kind of reflects on what Noelle would do, because she's kind of a role model for her, and she goes like, "Oh crap!" And she takes her baseball bat and runs over to Hunter and smacks whatever's attacking him.
You get it. You
Noelle would help people.
you strike that Hagurumon.
Yeah. Okay, I know how to roll this. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
You strike that CR1 son of a bitch with a net 20!
Hell yeah! Fuck it up.
That's what Noelle would do.
Yeah, boy.
Oh boy.
Roll your damn. Well, oh, wait, before
Do
you
I
roll your
just click
damage,
it?
before you roll, I'm just checking it. Yeah, it's formatted right. Yeah, just click the damage.
Okay.
Roll that damage.
Do I have to click? Do we have to click?
Holy wow!
Fuck!
You smash it. Gears and little sprockets fly off of it as you strike
You were
it.
targeting it.
Yeah, if only you were targeting it.
I can just mark down 26. I think I have that power.
Okay.
Which one is this? 10? This is 10. Have you taken any damage, 10? No. Bam. You smack it. I'm gonna have it follow, get knocked over there. By the way, because the fumble and crit tables mostly involve the use of weapons and like dropping weapons or whatnot, I decided to deactivate those for these campaigns. So criticals and crit fails are just straight up criticals and crit fails.
That's fair.
Alright.
Because it wouldn't make sense if like an Imperial Dramon hit something and it rolled a critical, and the critical was like, fucking the enemy's sword goes flying.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, maybe not.
bam! You strike it, it smashes into the wall. Bolts and nuts fall out of it. Some of the metal that one of the metal panels on its face seems to come loose.
Yeah!
I
Holy-
just murdered a thing!
Holy crap, that was cool.
Thank you! I don't do that often! Don't count on it! Ah!
Runs
Ready
off.
for my Otis
If
monk,
only
guys.
it were dead.
Yeah, I know, right?
Alright, go ahead and hit next actor whenever you're ready.
Yes. Yeah, I did it right.
Agurumon 13 is going to look at you and attack you!
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, would that count for my thing?
By attack you, it's attacking Noelle.
Oh, it's attacking Noelle. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you said you and then Carrie reacted. I was like, oh, it's Paige?
No, it's fine. I'm reacting
Okay.
to attack.
It strikes! It hits!
A spinning gear strikes you, dealing 7 damage.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
I look at the thing like, ah, damn it.
Oh.
The other one goes, the one that has just been, the one that got badonked by Garfield. It is going to attack the Garfield.
No!
I would expect nothing less.
Not the Garfield.
It spins at high frequencies and strikes you. Ooh, okay. It definitely hits. And it strikes you, dealing 7 damage. $21. Not sure if you're giving inspiration or not, but please distribute. We're not for this game. I will go over that literally now. It strikes you. So these things begin to slightly turn the tables on you. You guys got a lot of good strikes in. But once they find their momentum and have you guys split up a little bit, these guys are starting to do more damage. You also notice they can take a lot of damage. And you, as children, are not used to things like cuts caused by very high frequency spinning gears and a giant tiger wolf with blades attached to its feet. Though it's probably the coolest day you've ever had. Except for one of you.
That day was better. Okay.
Top of the round. As the top of the round happens, Noelle, it's your turn. But before you do, all of your bracelets, your little holographic bracelets, which I will say again, nobody but you can see. A tiny little bit of it begins to light up. A little alert on it begins to sound. Everything begins to peel away again as everything goes dark. Time seems to slow down as the various Digimon around you all crowd in, as that Goblimon in the distance rushes off and tries to get help. I'm going to refer to my notes for just 1 second, because I'm going to require them. Everything peels back, and you guys find yourself all initially closer to each other than you were, like still in the same positions. Like Noelle, you're still recoiling from that attack. Some of you are in the bushes. You initially see all of each other standing a few feet away from one another, and then each of you disappears and ends up in your own little dark zone, where it just seems to be an endless void. In the distance, turning around, you guys can see that same hole in the sky in the distance appears to be the only thing left here. As you see this, you see giant shadowy figures. Again, too far away in the distance for you to see, but several giant shadowy figures erupting from it, seeming to be fighting one another, and then they disappear and everything goes dark again. As it does, you see screens appearing around you. Large holographic ones, about the size of, about 40 inches across each, all floating around you, 13 of them. Most of them are white, with obscured figures inside of them. 4 of them are red and distorted and staticky, as if they were broken. These holographic screens circle around you. And then, appearing in the middle of them, you see this figure appear.
Oh, fuck.
Appearing...
it's still loading for me. Okay.
Rainbow-like dust and light begins to coalesce into one place and forms this figure, which the outline of it is staticky and weirdly broken. It's quite large, standing, not too much larger than a human, but standing about 10 feet tall. And by not too much larger, I mean in Digimon terms of it could be bigger.
Yeah.
It regards each of you. Each of you gets the sensation of it looking straight at you, and it reaches a hand out towards you. As it does, a small holographic screen... I apologize for the overly descriptive narrative.
Oh, no, I love it.
No, I live for it.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, man.
As it reaches forward, it, puts its hand out to you as if it was offering you something. And in front of you, a screen opens up, Sword Art Online style. That each of you, it has... there's a quote on there, different for each of you, which is... for Garfield... You see that. For Paige, you see that. Strengthen the weakest link. Isaac, I trust what my gut tells me. Hunter, we're together no matter what. Noelle, until my heart burns up. Cherry, everyone has to count on someone. Oliver, do I need a reason? And below it, below each of these things, 2 small buttons appear that just say accept and refuse.
Refuse. No.
We all know what we're gonna do there.
It's the fucking decision in like fucking Pokemon at the beginning of the game. Just like, do you want a Pokemon? No.
Nonsense. Yes, you do.
End credits.
Do we all want to do like the super anime thing where we have like shots of each of us pressing the button simultaneously?
If we're doing that, we all have to say what's written.
Oh shit!
Out loud.
At the same time.
At the same time,
That's like a garbled mess. What are you talking about?
It's just a whole fucking conglomerate of you all just.
The anime thing of like it shows like a facial of each of us where we say the thing over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it shows us a split screen of everybody pushing the button.
If all of you want to do it in fucking succession, then you can do it in order of top to bottom on those quotes.
Do it.
Do it.
Give me your orders.
Strengthen the weakest link.
I trust what my gut tells me.
We're together, no matter what.
Until my heart burns up.
Everyone has to count on someone.
Refuse.
Cheesy Digimon and just like, nope.
Nah.
We all. It's lost now. I hope you're proud. I imagine we all hit accept.
Yeah, we all hit accept.
We all hit accept. All right.
We all hit refuse, we die.
We just hit refuse, it changes, like the accept button moves over to like where your finger's like, eh? The refuse button tries to get away. Only Monica's here.
Oh my god. Cherry presses the refuse button like, ha! Rebellion! Pulls her hand away. It's the accept button. Wait, what?
This
Like
game
a little
game got
hand. A little hand comes out from behind the refuse button and is like, but I was actually pulls away the button, accept. Oh, my chair just.
The government.
My chair just decided it wanted to recline. Thank you, chair.
Yay!
All it needed was for all of you to accept. Everybody go into the PC thing and
I love how until my heart burns up showed up again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Weird. Everyone go into the thing, claim your Digimon.
Wait, we get Digimon in this game?
Oh my god!
Impossible!
The idea of
my
running
Digimon
an
is
actual
my way.
humans versus like stuck in the digital world but without Digimon thing is a fun idea, but not what we're doing.
Yeah.
Like they don't even get Digimon powers. They just like we take D&D characters and use them with my monster manual.
Yeah. I can't claim mine.
Yeah, all right. I'll. Okay, so.
We all know our Digimon anyway.
Clear owner. So who can't get theirs? You can't.
I can't.
I got mine. Okay, I'm good.
I think it's just Izzy.
Commandramon. And you can't get to Hyokomon? Yeah, because it says Stonewalker. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the reason why I was mentioning earlier why we should just use universal things.
Mm-hmm.
All right, is that all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And then also.
He doesn't get one. Scared little shit.
Get out of here.
I don't think I put him in here actually. Where are you? And boop. Get over there. Did you enter the combat tracker, you little bastard?
Digivolution is up and running.
Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know it was coming?
I loved Chase's version.
Oh,
Digivolution is up and running. Did you see? Did you hear?
Oh, so great.
Welcome to an incredibly full combat tracker. All right, so each of you.
14 wolves all over again.
Oh my god.
But since if you are getting effectively 2 rounds per rotation, it won't seem like it's that big.
Yeah.
All right. As you press it, the prompt disappears. bursting into a myriad of soft light, a myriad of different colors. A small egg appears in front of each of you, which expands out and begins to crack and distort. And then you guys all end up back in the...
Just skip all the in-training phases. Fuck those. Rookie time!
Yeah, boy!
Yeah, FYI, you probably won't be seeing much of... Oh, I am putting inspiration on things that shouldn't have it. One moment. The Digimon should not have it. Your inspiration... again, we're doing the 3 inspiration per game thing. You use your inspiration between you and your Digimon.
Okay.
So...
Okay, okay.
I'm going... Where are you? I think I just made someone smaller than they should be. Yeah, I had made Garfield. I made Garfield shrink down.
He's a small boy.
He's already so small.
It's a Monday.
Yeah.
Smaller.
Putting them all on there.
Boy.
Putting Dorumon on the thing. Dorumon. Putting Hackmon on the thing.
It's
Hackmon.
Huckmon.
Yeah.
It's Hackmon. Hack. Like Hackleberry Finn. Hack.
Gabumon on the thing. Putting Commandramon on the thing. Give me your orders. Getting Elecmon on the thing. Also, he's right there. Hyokomon. Boop. And I think that's all of them. Also, I should note Black Agumon. Alright.
Come on, get over there.
You guys snap back into reality. These Digimon appear between you and the nearest enemy in each case. They look like they're already aligned to you. They don't seem to regard you as if you were an enemy or a stranger. They show up immediately, like turn towards you, give a look of confirmation as if you should know what's going on, and then turn back towards their enemies. As they do, the other hand that you are not currently using for your weapon, a display, again, Sword Art Online style, but a lot more frame-ish as opposed to just like a solid display, lights up and a screen appears. On it are a list of functions which you can compare to your spells and such that you gain access to. Something about it seems intuitive. You innately gain the ability to generate D points by using HD. You know how to do that by effectively you put your hand on a display, on part of the display, and it like lights up and counts up a certain number. It has a bunch of little gauges that track various things. There's 3 slots on the interface that you don't know what they're for, but they look like they're meant to be filled with something. And for each of you, the name of your Digimon is present up at the top of it. And each of your displays also is a different color. Which also changes the color of the wireframe of your weapon.
Yeah, I have yellow gloves.
I'm going to remind
I have a pink bat.
Yep.
Well, I'm not impressed. Pink's just a cool color.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to really quickly...
2 things. You're a stupid color, and pink just fucked you up.
Yeah, fucking Byakuya has words. The Digivice tokens, players... Yeah, so, Aaron, yours are green. I think I'm getting these right. Yeah, Aaron, yours are green. Bread, yours are pink. Buddy, yours are white. Carrie, yours are a light blue. More like a tealish. Fucking, yeah, Noelle, yours are yellow. Eric, yours are red. Izzy, yours are a darker blue, a kind of bordering violet. And Raymond over there is don't worry about him. His is black. No. Don't worry about it.
I fucking called it.
You think you called it.
So we should just kill him, right?
I mean, he has a black Agumon, so.
We should start him.
We should kill him, right?
Yeah.
So he's the protagonist, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he's secretly the main character, actually. So.
Okay.
Did the Digimon roll new initiative, or?
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll the entire. Bam.
But
you guys appear to all be at the top for the most part. They appear. So you can now cast spells on your turn. You creating D points as outlined in the mechanics thing I gave you guys earlier. As an action, you give up a certain amount of HD. You roll them. You do not include your Constitution modifier. It is not a healing thing. and then you have that many
Gabumon
points
gets
to
his attack
use.
Before me now, I'm gonna be mad. Because I was first.
Anyways, Cherry, your turn. As I've said to you guys before, the personalities of your Digimon, I'll deal with that. I'll roleplay the Digimon. You control their actions unless they want to do something so adamantly that I take control away. I will try not to do that, but, you know, narrative.
Yes. Yeah.
If you just tell them to kill one of their friends, they're gonna be like, no.
What if I tell them to kill one of my friends?
How about not, though? How about our partnership's over, you bitch?
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright,
shit,
so Cherry,
words.
what would you like
Cherry's-
to do?
I feel like she regards her Digimon and is like, oh gosh, I have to protect another thing. Oh jeez. Because it's this cute little girl! So she's like, ah!
She's
And
beautiful.
she's gonna
Holding a
attack-
trident.
Yeah, big ass trident, and she's like, whoa, on that. But besides that, she's like, oh jeez. So I think she's going to continue attacking the gear-shaped thing. Yeah.
I'm shrinking the Digimon tokens slightly.
Okay. So she's gonna,
Good luck, I believe in you.
I guess, move forward and,
Oh my god.
Oh.
God.
You should really get in the habit of targeting things there,
Oh,
Red.
beans! I forgot that I didn't target it before. I'll re-roll that.
Yes, forgetting targeting appears to be your
Ah.
thing. I mock you so that
And
you'll
do I-
change.
Do I cast
When I
now?
think somebody has a quality that needs to be corrected, I make them feel bad about it, you see.
I
You're
can't
such a
see
nice
which
person.
one that is. Which gear,
You should be able to hover
Hagachi
over the token and hold control click, but if it's, that one is 10.
10, okay. You gonna let me target it? Did it
I think
target it? Did I untarget it?
Oh. There, now it's your turn.
Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Now targeted. There you go.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna heal with my beard.
Hit with your beard. Hit it with your beard! You not one.
Oh wait, I got it turned out before. Hold on.
You like...
Come on now.
We'll go with that
Split
one, I
the
think.
difference, give her a 5.
The sistermon stands in front of you and she's like, stay back. And you like push forward like, nah, man! And you attack and the Hagurumon brings up its gears, like brings them up and shields itself from your attack.
You know what? Okay, you do your thing, sweetheart. Pulls on. All right.
Yo, Raymond, what's up? How you doing? Everybody loving? Everybody love you? Nah.
Get out of here.
Oh.
See what you did there.
Freaking 13-year-old Digimon Emperor motherfucker.
Inspector Armament. He's
Pokemon
going
in
to
disguise.
He's going to go with gun.
Wait, they thought that they knew him.
What?
They're obviously Ryder.
What? Oh, they're
They
obviously.
thought that they knew him.
So he thinks of the best thing that he could conjure to keep himself away from these things. He gets freaked out as this black Agumon appears in front of him, ready to go. He puts his hand out. A gun, the wireframe of a gun appears in it. In a panic, he turns
Alright,
toward. Saying, what?
It's an already catchy.
Bang! Well, he hit. Good job, him. He fires. He hits it, dealing 14 damage to Sang Lumon. The bullet hits it. It lets out a roar that echoes in the tiny cave. Paige, your turn. The Digimon all got less initiative than you guys.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
I'm last.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
you are in fact last. By the way,
That's
is initiative doing the
unfortunate.
thing where it's not telling you guys where the enemies go again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Buh.
Son of a
Um,
bitch.
She's probably just gonna be like staring at her Digimon in awe. Be like,
You're here to help me and my friends, right?
Absolutely. Of course I am.
that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted.
You stay back and let us do the work, and then tell me your name later, okay?
Oh, okay. I can tell you now. It's Paige.
I mean, I said tell me later, but that's fine.
Hey, turn the thing in front of me, please.
Waste precious battle time. You know better than me. Whatever. Puts his hands up.
Oh my god!
As he talks, he distinctly avoids eye contact.
Okay.
You got that sassy black gob on.
He's like a Gabumon, but with the sass of a black woman. He's a black Gabumon.
Excuse me.
Oh no, you didn't.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No.
So you're gonna hang back and let them do their thing?
Could I like just kind of stare at the Digimon and like try and connect what's happening now to like my dream and like roll investigation to see if I can figure out anything that's going on?
You may roll investigation.
Excellent.
But
Because of my thing, because of my I can see the code, things that if I roll well, I'm also supposed to advantage.
You can
on
just
it.
acquire information you're not supposed to have, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I could learn things that make no fucking sense. So wait, do I just hit the advantage button, or does it automatically do it?
Just click advantage and roll.
Okay, cool.
Oh yes, I should also, for each of the Digimon, I need to go in.
Boy!
Effect.
Hell
I need to apply each of their static effects to them. Boo, 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 boo.
Oh.
Damn right.
Did I not? Oh, you're in combat. I was gonna be like, where are your weapons there, Sistermon? You have a big old trident, and it didn't appear.
Give Hackmon his immunities.
Yeah, I'm giving. That's what I'm doing.
Resistances.
Giving them all their things, giving them
Good.
their immunities and their resists,
Ooh.
and the things that make it so that when they're a fire dog, they don't mind the fire so much.
Also, you know, all of our Digimon have like a blue background, and he has a white background in his.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's that true what you said.
He is
I fucking hate you, Logan.
Why do you hate me? What did I do?
Because he's an antagonist.
No, that is. You're thinking in the meta here. Listen, even if you think that, your
It's so obvious.
even if you think that, your character can't act on that information.
I know that. I'm a good player. I'll treat him as my best friend, and I'll know.
I'm about to say something that is going to distinctly, like, frustrate the fuck out of you. You're wrong, but I would like it if you kept thinking that you're right.
All right, cool.
I have a separate theory, but I'll keep that to myself.
Ooh.
Alright, they all have their things. On your turns, I would like each of you to target your Digimon. So we're going to start with Paige. Target your Digimon.
A bit of
You targeting it?
Yes.
It doesn't say... yeah, okay, so go into your abilities now, and there's a thing called partner points. Please apply that effect to your Digimon.
In my abilities?
Yeah, in
Or
your actions
Gobblemon's
page.
abilities?
Yours.
Okay, my page.
It's in the
My
D-Spectre
page.
Functions thing. It should be under partner... It should be under D-Spectre Functions, partner points.
I am not seeing it. On my abilities page?
On your actions, where, like, all the stuff that you have... You click is. I did, I apologize.
We'll get to the
Partner points? Yeah, I see it.
No.
Wait, magnifying glass. And then I hit effect?
Yep.
That's all that's there. I'm just checking.
I click cast.
If
right?
any of you
I click cast,
ask me that
right?
again.
Oh,
I'm going to
please.
always ask you.
Have mercy on us. Be nice.
I like the rest of you to do the same. Target your Digimon, make sure you're not targeting other things, and apply that. That will passively add the stats that you boost for your Digimon to them. While you do that, I'm gonna get some water, because it's gonna take y'all a second. Be right back.
Oh, where is Sister Mon? There she is.
So you all go in and you hit cast. That's what you're doing.
It still says that hold on. Is Sister Mon targeting herself? Or why?
What is she
You've
doing?
claimed Sistermon, so you're acting as her right now. Click yourself, and there'll be a black outline around your character, and then target Sistermon.
Hold on.
And then I'm sorry, like And then do.
Yeah, so before you control either character, you have to click on the one you're using first. Now that you own both.
Yeah.
So you'll want to click on yourself, and you should get a black circle kind of around your icon.
I'm targeting my Digimon.
Yeah. Then just use your effect.
It's in the actions thing.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to go to actions, and then there's a part that says D-Spectre functions. There's a part that says partner points. Hit the little magnifying glass next to it.
I'm back.
I'm just having struggles today.
I know, it's hard. Logan's mean about it. It makes me feel bad.
What am I mean about?
As Sister Mon,
Everything.
targeting Sister Mon, and I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And I've selected myself multiple times.
So what's going on?
I keep selecting myself and then going to select Sister Mon, but it always registers. Oh, there we go. Okay.
I did that.
Cool.
That was me.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm not saying that to discourage you. I'm just saying that so that you don't think that whatever you did is what makes it work for next time.
No, I didn't think so anyway.
All right.
I'm looking
let's see.
at the D-Spectre thing, and I see
it looks like most of you successfully. Yes.
And then there's bread.
And then there's bread.
No. You stupid one.
This is stuff you'll only have to do. You'll have to do this whenever you like we re-add Digimon to the combat tracker, but you won't have to do it until that happens, which won't be for a while.
I swear I don't see this on my sheet. I'm like pretty blind, but
look. Actions tab.
Yeah. Actions. Okay, I was in abilities. That might have been my first problem.
Yes, yeah, I did the same.
That was your main problem, in fact.
Anytime there's ever something that you
partner point.
Anytime I ever want you guys to do something that requires putting an effect onto something, it will always be in the actions tab because it's the only tab that lets you program in button presses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Abilities. The abilities tab is just a record of the documentation of all the stuff you can do.
Oh.
All right. All right. Now that's done.
Yeah.
Press next actor there, you.
Okay.
All right, Isaac, it's your turn.
Oh, Oni-chan.
The Electron in front of you raises up its like tail quills, like puts them up defensively, like an angry peacock.
Leave this to me. Don't worry. I've got this.
I don't appreciate that.
Aww.
What are you?
Here, Digimon.
Digital
monsters.
I was so tempted to name this entire. Actually, funny enough, I in my story, in my notes, in my like story tabs, the first encounter actually is called Emblem 1.1.1 Digimon Digital Monsters.
Oh my god. Logan, I rolled a 20 on my investigation. I didn't get any info.
Oh Jesus Christ! Like a nat 20?
Yeah.
No.
A ghetto 20, but a
20.
I
was gonna say the world opens up. I am the one.
A game.
I am the one. You're just like, I am the one. Sunglasses fires into the air. So a 20. So you immediately, a whole bunch of information flashes by your eyes as if you were like looking at it on a computer screen. You become aware that the device that is attached to you, which none of you have noticed it, but you notice that there is a small, you have a small piercing now on your ear. Okay, that song can get right out of here. That you immediately pick up is the actual Digivice. It's a very, very small piercing that is a high-functioning supercomputer that is projecting the holographic displays around you. You become aware of it's like looking at your display, you start to notice information. You bring up a secondary screen that has notes and whatnot that the others haven't found yet. And the secondary screen notes that the item is called a D-Spectre, that these are Digimon. It contains, you see that it has like registries for things that you've seen. Like there's entries made for the several Digimon that are in front of you, for example. A lot of information's missing from them, but it's there. Like you can bring up pictures of them. You can identify their types, levels. You instantly become aware of the foundation of Digimon's evolutionary system, in that, rookie, champion, adult, such and such and such. You just acquire that information. And you also acquire knowledge that these guys live in what's called the digital world, and your D-Specter has an entry that lists basically planes of existence that are relevant. One is called material world, one's called digital world, and another that is between both of them in like entry-wise and has a large arrow like indicating it as if it was more relevant at the time. It says boundary field.
Oh.
And it's listed on, as if it was a location, and it notes that that is where you are.
Okay. So this little girl's having a seizure because of all of this information, right?
Either that or is having like a maniacal, like, I get it. This is also very... this would also be largely cathartic for you because either this is a really lucid dream or you're having years of ridicule corrected in front of you.
It's just like a slow smile appears on her face, and she's like, "I knew it!" Yeah, dude.
All right.
Oh my God, okay,
but anyways, so that's what you acquire from that. Isaac!
I do what I said. He says, and what are you?
That's a strange question coming from you. Although, you're human, right? That's what you're called?
Yes.
And you don't know about us. We're Digimon.
And just you hear, just got my digital monster.
Okay.
We'll explain in detail later. We're different from you, but we're here to help you.
Okay.
You can trust them.
He looks over at the Sanglumon.
And you are going down, AOA scum.
Oh my God. Ooh.
I love this boy so much.
I skipped your turn, I'm sorry. Do you want to do anything or do you want to like leave it to your Digimon?
Do I want to do anything to my Digiman?
Protect via moto.
Attack him.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Kill your Digimo. That is enlarge him. Enlarge you actually can do that incidentally.
I what?
I snap his neck.
You could enlarge Glacomon.
Some sort of black creature just appeared next to your little sister. You should probably kill it.
Oh yeah, and you said this is all like intuitive to us, like we know how to do this somehow.
Yeah. You would, if you want to cast spells, you would have to generate D points right now. Like that would be your action.
Okay, then I guess I'll do that.
How many HD do you want to use? You have 6.
I'll use 2.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Keeping in mind, you also used 1 to generate your AC earlier.
Oh, that's right. I have it marked. I'll use 2, I guess.
All right. So mark down that you used 3. Roll me 2d6. All right. Now go into your going on your there 6. Got it. Go to your actions.
Oh, that was rolled as a Lekmon. Is that okay?
It doesn't matter. Go to your actions tab, and where it says ammo under Digipoint Pool, write 6, and that is how many you'll have to use.
Wait, where do I write that? I'm sorry.
Actions tab.
Yes.
Digipoint Pool. You see that it says that like there's a weapon entry for that.
Oh yes, yes.
Where it says ammo, that is just for you. Click 6.
Okay.
And then whenever you add more, just add them to that field. When you take a short rest, erase them all. And whenever you use them for spells, just click those spaces to indicate which ones you've used.
Okay, so I would put 3 down because I've used 3.
No. Those aren't your HD. Those are your points.
Gotcha. This is all new. I'm sorry.
Yep, that's fair. This is also why I had that thing where I was like, we had 3 smaller groups. We could learn this in smaller chunks. But we are rolling with what we have.
Yeah.
Also,
Woo,
slash link.
tutorial session!
You press your hand down on the D-Specter's interface. You feel a slight tingling, like electricity, moving between you and it. It's almost enough that you want to recoil instinctively, but you don't. You feel a little bit exhausted, as if your stamina is being drained by this. Keeping in mind, the thing to worry about here is, by using D-points, you are trading off the HD that you use to recover during short rests. So,
yes.
Part of the metagame here is balancing how much you want to cast spells with how much you want to recover health later.
Gotcha.
With short rest still functioning the way that they normally do. To kind of mitigate this, you guys have twice as many HD as you would normally in D&D.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it. You generate those. You see a small little, you see a small indicator on the D-Spectre display. It marks 6 slots, indicating you have 6 points, as well the bracelet that is most of the D-Spectre. You see 6 small little bits of it light up, indicating the amount that you have.
Okay.
So that's your action. You can still move. On your next turn, you'll be able to start using those.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna move.
Okay.
So that's gonna be my turn. So I'm gonna pass it off to fucking her.
Sistermon. What would you like Sistermon to do? Her instinct is to weave around you and attack that thing.
Yeah. Good instinct.
Do it, girl.
So, if you go onto its page, things that Sistermon can do, she has, also need to...
I was thinking of just using the trident, because that makes sense.
Oh, I shouldn't have clicked that. Yep, she also has Divine Pierce. She can use it 4 times per short rest. It's under Special Powers Action, if you want to use that instead.
Ooh, you know what? That sounds pretty cool. And I don't need partner points for that.
No, that is...
Okay.
D
cool.
points are only used for casting spells.
I'm not gonna ask the question that I was gonna... Okay,
I bet you're not.
Silent.
Over a year of using this later, and people are still asking, do I hit cast?
We weren't using
I know that you weren't around then! I know!
That's not what I was saying. I was gonna say we weren't using it for the whole year. Like, fuck.
No, we've been using this for, I think we've been using this for close to a year now, Fantasy Grounds, because we switched over at, like, session, like, 5 or 6. We started in... What it would have been. Actually, you might be right. I might be off by about a month.
Mm-hmm. Jeez.
Okay.
We've only been using this for 11 months.
Yeah.
It's not quite a year yet. Jeez.
Alright, here I go.
Make sure to target. Oh, you are targeting. Look at you. Miss, unfortunately. Alright, so mark off the use, but she goes forward. She spins the trident around. She brings it up, it glows, and she attacks with it. Unfortunately, the Hagurumon, being the tiny that it is, dodges to the side.
She tried her best.
Oh my god, yes.
Because...
No. Oh boy.
Hold on. Are you a virus type? No. Yes, you are. I'd like you to roll that again, because you'd have advantage. That attack has advantage against virus type Digimon.
So should I mark it advantage? Or... like,
well, that first
thing?
attack was your first roll. Just roll it again. You got the exact same thing, Brad.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Alright. Well...
And such begins the beautiful bond that is Bread and Sistermon.
Oh, yes.
Yeet.
Black Agumon goes, turns back to Raymond, just like, stay here! And, like, turns over towards, who would be the closest? Really, Sanglumon's the only one that has a clear anything to. Rushes up towards it. I actually should probably have... Yo, Raymond. Does everybody love you?
Raymond.
So far, the impression has been that everybody greatly distrusts Raymond. Even
including Black Agumon.
Even though he got pulled into this just as abruptly as all of you, but apparently
We don't know that.
we don't know that. Where is
I
it?
mean, I'm more like holding. I'm in the middle of things, holding on to it. If I need to hate him, I can. But I'm
Raymond's
also
using
like-
his special abilities to control Digimon with his brain.
All right, he's used Burning Breath, the virus version of Pepper Breath. Pata! And well, I mean, I didn't target it, but he got a 22, so that is a hit. All right, so bop. Pata, he says, as he lets out a blast of black fire from his mouth, striking it, dealing 21 damage. Also, Sanglumon, roll a dexterity saving throw. You failed. You're on fire now.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
You are the on fire.
On fire.
Be on fire.
DMGO 1d4 fire.
DMGEO.
All right, so he does that. Not a lot else he's going to do on his turn. Moving on, Elecmon's turn.
Oh crap. Shit. Oh yeah, I'm actually good. That's right.
He can either attack with his bite, or he can use Lightning Knife, Ninetales, or Sparking Thunder. Lightning Knife conjures 3 little electrical knives that like float around him, and by knives I mean there's like little bolts. And when another creature attacks him, he can they have to make a Constitution saving throw, or one of them automatically strikes them, so they're little defensive things. And it also gives them disadvantage on their attacks. Ninetales is apparently I didn't include that there. Where are you, Ninetales? I believe Ninetales is legitimately just a lightning burst, like it's a lightning attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is. And then Sparking Thunder, same deal, I think. I didn't include the descriptions of both of those. I'll fix that for later.
Okay. What Sparking Thunder is? I guess that's just a lightning attack as well, or?
Yeah. He does electrical things.
Yeah.
He is a tiny Pikachu.
Zappy zap.
Zippity zap.
I'm gonna have him do the Ninetales.
Okay. So in that case, target the Sanglumon and...
Ooh, did I just untarget something? No, I did not. Okay.
You can do this. I believe in you. I believe in you.
I apologize.
Yay, he didn't ask. All right. He conjures up electricity. I believe this one is he conjures up electricity and on his claws rushes up to him and tries to attack them with it. Roll the damage. Bam, you strike him. You deal 11 damage as it bites him. Make sure to mark off one of the uses beside Ninetales. There you go. Strike it. The Sanglumon whips back, lets out a wolf-like howl, crying in pain. Would you like to do anything else with its turn, or is that it?
Was that that was his action? I'm guessing.
Yes, that was his action.
Really don't know what else I can have him do aside from just move. Oh yeah. Oh. The Digipoint pool doesn't come into play at all in that.
No, that's for when you cast spells and stuff.
Okay. Then I guess I'm just gonna end his turn.
You're basically always going to function as your Digimon's cleric, and no, Blue, that's not a rule. That's just a generalization.
No, I'm not gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say anything about that. We have healing things with it.
I meant more like, I expect you to be like, fuck that! Like always on the front line being like, cleric, I'm a fighter!
Clerics are badasses, man. They have armor, they have melee weapons.
It is Hyokomon's turn. What would you like to do with the Hyoko of Mon?
Is Hyokomon gonna say anything to me like the others did?
He appears in like superhero pose in front of you, like down with his eyes closed, and slowly raises his head. I have come to serve you, my master.
God!
You may call me. He takes his sword out. This voice coming out of this tiny bird. He takes the draws the sword off his back with his tiny chicken wing. I am the wandering swordsman, Hyokomon. He spins. I'm glad to meet you.
I can't do this.
I just
looked to him with like a blink. He appeared in between me and Hagurumon, right?
Yes. So we'll move you guys slightly.
I'm just gonna look to him, blink. Take care of that guy. Points to Hagurumon.
He turns back, aims his sword, his tiny chicken sword, dramatically.
Professional pride.
As you wish, my master. I am more than happy to do your bidding.
What the fuck? I love him!
Fucking great.
We joked about Sister Mod getting a deep voice, and now this guy.
Go hell yeah!
And now this guy.
So, you can choose what he does. He can, in abilities, he has, FYI, he has evasion, so that'll come into play when making dexterity saving throws.
Nice.
He can make a claw or peck attack, as well as a, Karatakawari attack.
And his big attack is cleaving cut, right?
Yes. He has Fruits of Discipline, which, If he can use that as a bonus action. He can take an extra movement and normal action. It's basically haste, effectively. And then it has to make a dexterity saving throw every time it takes damage, or else, what is it? It may use his ability's bonus action to take an extra movement around normal action this round. Sorry, it only works for 1 round. And anytime it takes damage until the beginning of its next turn, it can, the creature that must succeed a dexterity saving throw, or Hyokomon automatically takes half damage from whatever they try to do to it.
Does multi-attack work with cleaving cut?
No, cleaving cut is its own action.
Okay.
Usually the trade-off, abilities and your multi-attacks generally have about the same damage output. The abilities usually have the thing of like...
This thing has like metal all over its body. I'm guessing Hyokomon would be like, hey, maybe I should just use my big attack instead of like 2 little attacks that may get reduced by this guy.
Certainly. If you want to take 2 actions this turn, it could use one of its Fruits of Discipline ability.
Fruits of Discipline again. What? That one more time.
Fruits of Discipline, it basically lets it take an extra action and fucking action and movement in the same round.
Oh hell yeah!
So action surge.
It is
So
well, yeah. Does action surge give an extra movement though? I'm fairly certain it doesn't.
No, he essentially has a better action surge.
Yeah.
This guy's like the ultimate warrior rogue, man. I love him. He's the warrior rogue. He's a warrior rogue without the sneak attack. But that's
He's
fine.
the wandering swordsman's Hyokomon. He's a badass, man.
All right, I'm gonna do. First
My
off,
name is known far and wide across the digital world.
I can't.
Sorry, what do you go?
I can choose to Fruits of Discipline after I do my first action.
I'd want you to use it. Well, yeah, bonus action. So yes.
Okay, so first off, we're gonna go for a cleaving cut.
Gotcha. Tick
I'm
one of
gonna
them
do a
off.
cast.
Tick one of them off. Target and attack. All right, so he missed that.
That's why I wanted to make sure that I
He takes an
until...
attack. He like raises his sword up, does a very Sasuke Kojiro-esque like the trail, like his sword, and after him it trails behind it. Suddenly he attacks and he's behind the enemy in like samurai movie pose. The Hagurumon moves slightly. Hyokomon turns his head. Ah, a dexterous opponent.
I can't.
Noelle wonders how this floating gear can be dexterous, but I can't do cleaving cut again, right?
If you take Fruits of Discipline, you can.
Oh, okay, then we're gonna do that. We're gonna do another cleaving cut.
He suddenly turns, using his martial discipline to allow him to take an additional action. With the momentum of the attack, he turns. Roll another attack. That's a hit.
There it is.
There we go.
However, he's used 2 of his uses of cleaving cut that he can use between short rests.
That's fine.
All right, go ahead and roll that damage.
Rolling the damage.
So yeah, as he turns, he's as he attacks the first time he turns and does his a dexterous opponent. The Hagurumon like inches towards him, and suddenly a large slash mark appears and runs up it, as Hyokomon then appears in the air above it, coming back to you. As he lands, he sheaths the sword.
Why is your Digimon so extra?
I love it.
Why?
And it says here effect.
The effect thing. Once you run out of uses of an ability, you can click the recharge thing, and it may recharge on its own. But that's only once the short rest allotments are out of the way.
Gotcha. That's basically his turn then.
Yep. Then it's your turn.
I just love to imagine he's like fucking Virgil from Devil May Cry, where he just like once he clicks the sword in, the enemy just falls to pieces.
I mean, Hyokomon's evolutionary line, like Virgil, are based off of Sasuke Kojiro. So, I was actually joking with Carrie the other day. I found that out recently that he's based off of him, and I'm like, can I get away from Sasuke Kojiro? Like
ever?
Nope.
If I move, do I provoke opportunity attacks?
I'm gonna say since it's between the two of you, I will allow you to not provoke one.
Whee! Bump!
Oh, given that you moved that way, since you moved beside it, not that way. Like, I meant if you wanted to move, like, backwards, but if you run beside it, then it's gonna attack.
Let's see how far I can go then. Hold on. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can still make it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, take care of this guy, and I just run fucking off, like, fuck off.
All right. Do him a boop. With your now yellow holographic gloves.
They're pretty neat. I like them.
I mean, they're alright.
She likes them. They're pretty okay.
You tense up your knuckles as you come close to it, and as you do, the holographic gloves light up slightly.
I just call out, "Hey, Goblimon!"
Oh, shit.
Fucking roll damage.
You just like turns, boom.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Boom! And his name is John Cena.
The Goblimon hits the ground, his body going limp, his eyes likely just one large X across his face.
Just over him, cracks knuckles a bit, in turn. In my turn, let me push the in turn button. That'd be a good one. Bam.
Ooh, bam.
Black Gobmon's turn. All right, Carrie, what do you want Black Gobmon to do?
Oh god. Okay.
He's
Paige
a
is
bit,
gonna, like...
he's a lot more straightforward. So he has multi-attack. He can do 2 claw attacks or 1 claw and 1 bite.
Okay.
Or he can do Black Blaster.
Oh, so I can't do a horn attack yet?
Oh, geez, I didn't. I believe. Oh, wait, hold on. 1 sec. I must have forgotten to add that into his multi-attack. 1 second while I check his normal NPC sheet, because that one will have something that's more specific. Can make 2 claw attacks or 1 claw attack and 1 bite. Oh, yes, I believe it's if you make a horn attack, that's the entire attack.
That's the entire attack? Oh, okay.
Yeah. You'll notice that it does much more damage than the others. That is the reason.
Yes, that's why I was like, ooh.
A lot of the multi-attack, like the design choices here, are made to allow you guys to try to do multiple smaller hits that do minor damage, or larger hits that do slightly more damage. But it's a matter of, like, multiple attacks give you a higher chance of hitting at least once, but if you miss with a big attack, you miss.
Yeah, but it's a big attack, though. So
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I built a very heavy theme of risk versus reward into this module.
I like it.
Yeah.
Should be interesting.
We'll find out.
Okay, yeah, so Paige is gonna be, like, looking around at, like, all the fucking chaos that's happening, like, around her, and she's just like, yeah, I want to help. I do. Get that one! And points at the big fucking purple dude.
Ah, yes, the strongest one. Okay. Ryan runs forward, sarcastically rushes up.
Like fucking, she can see that, like, Cherry and Sistermon have this other smaller fucking thing, and it's just little Ekmon, like, around the other fucking dude. So she's like, yeah, I know that one. She has faith in him. Fuck.
Alright, so he can do Black Blaster from where he is, or he can move up closer and attack.
I want him to move up closer and attack. I want him to do a claw, then a bite. Okay. So I would target that dude. And then roll for my claw attack. Do it.
That's a hit.
Yay! Well.
Alright, he strikes him, dealing 6 damage with the claw attack. I imagine most of you might be thinking at this point, like, some of our D-Spectre damage is higher than these guys. You will eventually figure out why that's not a suitable replacement for having Digimon. He then goes for a bite attack. The creature moves one of its blades up, and Gabumon bites down on the blade, and then immediately backs off before it can cut into his mouth.
Okay, so...
I almost died!
Oh no, Gabumon! So take notes that a 16 hit, but a 14 didn't. So I'm just like, yeah, I think that's his. He's gonna stay there because he wants. Well, no, back off a little bit.
It will get an opportunity attack if he moves back.
Oh, then no, yeah, stay where he is then. Yeah, he'll end his turn.
All right, and how you doing there, Silent Magoo? Oliver, Dorumon just appeared in front of you. It, like, turns towards you, both of you having this moment of silent reflection. It's, like, only moves so one of its eyes, like, looks over to you. Doesn't even fully face you.
He just nods at him.
Oh my god.
Flips the butterfly knife around and turns and throws it at the Hagarumon by Garfield.
Go for it. You're still targeting Dorumon, FYI.
Whoops. There we go. Make sure I have my sheet. There it is. I guess it's a melee.
That's a hit.
What's up with you
Oh,
and sevens?
Yeah, what is with you and sevens?
Lucky number 7, baby.
You throw it, Garfield, as you're over there, you see a holographic butterfly knife fly out of nowhere and strike that Hagurumon in the head, knocking it to the ground.
Yeah. I just have no idea where that came from, just looking around.
I am going to, until corrected, imagine that both Dorumon and Oliver always have their eyes a little bit closed.
Fair.
Okay.
You do you, purple dude. That's it.
What?
Oh.
You do you,
I
purple
said,
dude?
You do you, purple dude.
Turns back away from you. You got it.
You guys are too cool. I don't like it.
Did Briar turn into a Digimon?
Oh, yes.
All right.
Briarmon?
The Sanglumon is going to go, so...
Oh no.
It reels back and lets out a roar that shakes the cave. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Targeted range attack. Let's see. Which would be a better choice for you, friend? Probably that. It is going to go after the one who attacked it last, which is going to be you.
Not sassy Gabumon.
No, my baby.
It's going to go for it, Nat1. You are a threat, Sanglumon.
Yeah.
It lets out a roar, and it conjures up thousands of tiny blades that it does a flourish and spins. They fire at Gabumon. Gabumon hides and dives into the bush that's beside it. All the blades like strike, immediately disappearing, but they strike there. They rip apart parts of the bush. Then Gabumon just sticks his head back out and sticks his tongue out at it.
I love Gabumon.
I love him.
It's adorable.
All right,
Okay.
Hackmon. You see this little red Digimon with a cape fluttering in front of you. It turns towards you. Looks like it's ready to pounce at you, Hunter.
Calm down.
Tell me what your name is.
Hunter.
Ah, that's a good name.
What's your name?
My name is Hackmon. It's nice to meet you, partner.
Oh, like Hackleberry Finn?
Like Hackleberry Finn. Hackmon. Not Huckmon. That was just a joke that was being made.
Okay. Nice to meet you too.
I require your assistance in defeating these AOA soldiers.
Can do.
He lets out
right,
you see a dinosaur smile creep across his dinosaur face.
Good.
Logan, I sent you a question over Discord.
Oh, okay. Discord. Badoop. I believe they're both based on something. Did I change his? The 100 is strength. Spiral is dex based. Oh, are you talking about his like his bite attack?
Yeah.
His bite attack is it's strength. Part of the thing is like for bite attacks they use strength because it's like how hard they can clamp down on something. So that one is that one's strength based. Most claw attacks I have the damage based on strength, but the attack based on dex. Like stuff like that.
Okay. Gotcha. He just does not have very good two-hit scores.
No, but
does not.
you are also boosting up his what is it? What are you
Dex.
boosting? His dex. So
Yeah. So. Okay. Let's go and have him. He's gonna go over to the big old wolf boy there.
Someone in the chat just mentioned like, oh, his name's Hunter and his picture, and I just got it.
Awful.
I love it.
Terrible.
Hackmon turns, his tattered cape fluttering behind him as he launches himself towards Sanglumon. So he can. Let's see. Does he have multi-attack? No, he just does an attack.
He's gonna use his Spiral Slayer.
All right, tick off one use. The tip of his tail begins to spin like a drill, enough that it forms a small current. He attacks he strikes at Sanglumon, twisting his body around to bring it down on him. As Sanglumon fails his check, deal the damage.
Oh, thank God.
He strikes him for 22 damage, drilling into it. Sanglumon lets out a cry as it strikes him. Hackmon rakes this spinning drill-like tail across Sanglumon, ripping up some of its fur, which immediately ashes away.
Holy crap, that was cool!
A reminder to everybody, you can use your 3 inspiration at any time for these things as well. Not saving throws, but you can for attacks. Is that what he's going to do with his turn?
He can't really do anything else, so yeah.
All right. Garfield. Oh, sorry. I should have let you click that.
It's okay.
Garfield, your turn.
All right. Is anything going on with Commandramon? Or...
Commandramon turns towards you, puts his rifle up against one of his shoulders, and salutes you. Sir, my name is Commandramon. Give me orders.
Shit. You got it, soldier. Attack the big one in the cave with the fangs and the blue fur.
His feet snap together as he, like, straightens his posture. Sir, yes, sir! At once! He turns over towards it. It's still your turn before his, if you want to do something with your turn, like generate D points or what have you. But he goes right after you, so if you want to move to him, you can.
I think I want to save my D. I think I'll just run toward him. Sanglumon. Where everyone else is. How far here? Just like run over here.
As you run off towards it, he turns towards you a bit surprised. Just, Sir! Understood, I'll cover you!
A true general always fights with his men!
Small tear on Commandramon. Of course he does, sir. Of course he does.
I love him already.
I'm glad these are going
Quick,
over
throw
well.
your boken at it.
Spent a lot of time going over how I was going to do these guys. So you can't quite get there. You could change the shape of your weapon and like throw it at him if you wanted to.
Yeah, sure. I'll what can I change it into? Just like the first thing he thinks of, like something to throw. Boomerang.
All right, I changed it around so that it's now registering as a thrown weapon. So and it's using Dex. You go for it.
Okay.
You take it. The wireframe twists and changes shape. You throw it. Oh, is it already 3?
Double click on that one?
What?
Do I not have to double click on that one?
No, you targeted 2 things.
Yeah, you targeted you missed Commandramon, which is good because you weren't attacking him. Detarget Commandramon and go ahead and roll your damage. You throw the boomerang and hit Sanglumon, it comes back and hits Commandramon. Hits him. A test, of course. I'll do better next time, sir.
Oh God.
God bless. These are so cute.
I can't handle it.
So I missed Command.
Yeah, you didn't hit him.
Do I just roll damage for Sanglumon? Alright.
Alright, the boomerang hits it. The boomerang strikes and bounces off of him, dealing 14 damage to him. And then if you go to your next turn, it'll be Commandramon.
Command Draymon.
Exactly.
Whoop.
Fucking Command Draymon. Mugen. Do you know what, Digo? Do you now understand the joke I made in my movie? Fucking
Yes.
Mugen Draymon.
I understood it a bit ago. Yes.
Why are we calling it that? I guess that's just how we call what we do in this new Digimon world, Next Order, now available for the PS4.
Yeah, I played Next Order before I saw that.
I want to do a follow-up joke on that whenever they're like fighting, like Devimon is separating them, and this fucking I want to do when they're all like floating around on the beds. Just have Ty as like a weird call forward, call back, be like, I never expected something like this to exist in the Digimon world, now available for the PS1 back in like 1993 or whenever it came out. Like, current time!
Oh,
When actually 1993 would have been way before Digimon. I think Digimon was like
98.
Change who Commandramon is targeting it.
you have you can't change
You
who's
have to
Up
targeting.
at the top with the portraits, if you click on Commandramon, you'll change to it.
Yeah, I did. Like I'm selecting
Yeah,
him,
I had that problem too.
but whenever I try and target anything, it changes who Garfield is targeting, not Commandramon.
At the bottom of the screen currently, do you see like a list of 3 things below the chat that say like Oliver and Commandramon?
Below the chat.
Above the thing where you'd click advantage normally?
No.
Weird. Switch back
Yeah, I
to
don't have
Garfield,
it.
then switch to Commandramon. I don't know what it's like to select multiple of them at once, so I'm like...
The only difference I can see is the things I have on my hotbar change.
Okay, if they change...
If the hotbar changes, that means you've changed.
Your dice will also change color if you want to slightly alter the dice color for the one you selected, so that way it's easier to tell.
Yeah, like I'm definitely using Commandramon, but it's not targeting him.
Here, try it again.
Okay, there it goes.
For some reason, it wasn't registering it as Commandermon's turn, so I took turn order out and I put it back on him. Alright,
Okay,
so, as discussed before, he could do M16 Assassin, or he could just attack.
Okay,
I believe his normal attack actually does more damage. N16 Assassin is more based on attacking multiple enemies at once. Which, in theory, let's see, with insight up to 40 feet, he could attack all 3 of them.
Whoa.
Shit, really?
Yep, he can attack.
Be sure to shoot through Sister Blanc.
Oh no!
Fires a barrage of well-aimed burst shots from the M16 upon enemies within sight up to 40 feet, making they have to take a dex save or take the piercing damage. So you could target all 3 of them, then hit cast, and then deal damage to whoever it hits.
That is tempting, but I think the others kind of have those other guys covered. So maybe I'll just I'll save that ability and just go for Sangluman.
Saying in the
assault rifle.
Okay. Saying in the chat, the reason I would use Digimon World and not Hacker's Memory now is because the joke is that one was made in Tri, which is current day, you know, quote unquote. The joke would be that that was the game coming out then. Anyways,
Funny or no, you've played it.
What? Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I'll have him move there to attack with his M16 assault rifle. And
he walks forward. If you want to use inspiration, you can.
For the attack, yeah.
He walks forward, he aims it. Engaging hostile.
Oh my god. Jesus, I love him.
Looks straight up CSGO.
Yeah.
He fires off several shots, but because of all the people he has to aim through, unfortunately he misses and it strikes off the side of the cave.
That is upsetting. At advantage.
Oh. Hey, you dropped the 2 though.
It's just as useless.
He missed instead of, you know, hitting people. Like, not the target.
Just squints.
That's true.
Damn.
back to training I go.
I don't deserve this rank. He rips off the stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Sign me up for boot camp.
Dorumon time.
I figure he just chew on what's nearby. Because Oliver won't tell him to do anything.
You as a player
my
still
God.
control him.
Yeah.
Keeping in mind, he can make 2 claw attacks, 1 bite attack. Things that he can also do is not here, but he has advantage on insight checks because he's a deeply empathetic creature that understands the motivations of other people. He also has a berserker, which is it functions the same way that like
reckless attack.
Yeah, he can take advantage on all attack rolls till the beginning of next turn, but everything has advantage against him. If he bites something, he also has advantage tracking it if after the battle if it escapes. And Sprinter, he can take the dash action as a bonus action every round.
2 claws and a bite.
Roger Dodger.
Damn.
That's a hit!
Hot damn.
Damage.
Hit on the claw, he rushes up and he strikes it with his claw. That's a nat 20!
Nice.
Hot
Damage.
And now for that bite. And he hits!
Yeah.
Fucking up.
Alright, he walks up, he claws it, he rips this thing apart. Like, he pounces on it, begins tearing at it. Like, this is the part where, like, it goes off screen and you see bits of metal flying up from where he is.
It's like
You
a
see Hyokomon like, oh shit.
No.
And now we
Pokemon
prepare
looks
for
to it.
honorable.
There are many styles of combat.
Oh my god.
I can't believe that's
like-
a chicken.
He unsheaths his sword by just the hilt.
I see that I have powerful
Allies. Click. Puts it back in.
Fucking love Hyokomon.
Alright. That leaves Hagurumon 10.
Don't worry, I'ma get him.
Get him,
Come
girl.
on, get him good.
Alright, Hagurumon 10, with your -2 initiative. He is going to target. He is going to go ahead and use Darkness Gear on Sistermon. Whap!
The bastard!
Sistermon failed. He spits out a gear, a small dark gear that flies towards Sistermon and jams into her arm. After this happens, Sistermon is now charmed.
Oh,
shit.
Got it. Sistermon, come on!
Get your shit together, girl.
Get your
This
stuff.
probably isn't what I'm thinking it is, but
It's not a black gear, but it's effectively a black gear.
Oh no!
Well, that's no
Sistermon lets out a yell, and then Hagurumon just whispers something in its mechanical language. Hagurumon whispers something in its mechanical language. Sistermon turns, and...
Oh, god dang it.
Sistermon takes an attack.
This isn't a great start to your relationship.
No. Oh shit!
oh god!
Thanks.
And strikes
That's
Hunter.
Oh no! Ah!
You hear her under her breath just choke out.
I'm sorry.
Ow. I am not doing great.
No, you are not.
Black gear. Maybe I should punch Sistermon.
It is then going to take a movement to get away. Cherry, you can go ahead and take an
Yeah.
opportunity attack on it if you
Like
want.
hell it's gonna get away. I don't think so, Busta. I'm gonna use 2 inspiration on
On
smacking
the
this
opportunity
guy one last
attack.
You're gonna fucking smack your Digimon.
No, I'm not gonna smack my Digimon. I'm gonna smack this Digimon.
Oh, I was about to say.
No. You
Chat,
see-
she's not immune to this
yeah.
particular kind of charm.
Let me.
Probably immune to like regular
do it
charm, but
right?
not like black gear charm.
She's
like,
immune.
you know.
Yeah, she's not immune to like a
Charm,
virus.
not mind control.
A virus invading her body and making her do what it wants to. She's immune to like magical charm, like changing her disposition with like magical like spells and whatnot.
I'm still targeting Sistermon for some reason.
Stop that.
Cut it
I
out.
don't want to do that. I don't want to smack
Cut
my
it out.
Oh, I think I increased. I think it's because her range is so. Just target it from the tracker. It's Hagurumon 10.
Yeah, I'm trying to. That's what. Okay. Okay. Cherry, get your shit together.
Cherry, come on.
Brent, get your
Coral.
shit together.
Did I do it yet? No, I didn't.
There, I did it for you.
Didn't this work? Thank you.
Oh.
Listen, I'm not this dumb always. I promise.
Not always.
Not
Alright.
always. We forgive you.
This
Is that
time.
a hit?
Oh. Oh.
Oh, hello. Hello, Braveheart starting to play. No, nobody's digivolving right now. Get out of here, Braveheart. Well,
Did I
Braveheart has spoken. All right, Hackmon.
Here we go!
Sanglumon begins to digivolve. Since it's already a champion, you're all fucked.
Oh no!
Did I hit it?
A little bit.
Or do
You
I
hit.
roll again?
So yeah, as Sistermon does this, you like see it. You turn back towards Hagurumon with just like a very angry, pouted like lower lip and just a death stare. It starts to try to go away from. Didn't you say you used 2 advantage?
Yeah, should I roll again?
Roll twice,
Yeah.
just to see if you get a
Okay.
critical. One more time.
One more time?
Well, if
Okay.
you use 2 advantage, you only did that. Alright,
Oh,
so you just
well-
hit, so strike.
Alright.
You smash it, it continues to float away, but you leave a massive bat-sized dent in the back of its head.
Yeah, you get out of here! Get out of town!
No one wants you here.
Go back where you came from!
You oversized clock!
What did Sister Mon attack me with, by the way?
Her trident.
So she stabbed me. Cool.
She stabbed you.
You're not looking too great. You okay?
Hunter, it's
No.
your turn.
Okay.
You should
Hunter's
probably-
not happy. He's gonna fucking shoot that Doraemon again. Or not Doraemon.
Hagurumon.
Don't
Hagurumon.
shoot Doraemon, no! You wanna fucking go?
Is Sister Mon showing any actual physical gear, or is it just?
Yeah.
Because if she's showing like a physical gear,
Fucking kidding me!
Oh my god!
You like blood loss is something you're not used to. You like aim at it and like ugh, and you're woozy. You aim backwards and fire the slingshot bolt straight up into the air.
I'm gonna say I fall prone.
All right, that's fair.
Oh.
Yeah, I find it's only DMs that do that, because like I do that and you do that and Aaron will do that. Like I find only DMs are like, hey, I'm gonna give myself a negative status affliction. Is that okay?
It's fun.
Oh, fuck you too.
Hey, fucking prove me. I didn't say all DMs do it. I said only DMs do it.
Make me blind right now!
No, gouges her own eyes out.
Oh. Oh no!
Thank you. Let's go.
Oh,
Top of the
fucking
turn order.
through this.
Top of the turn order to you.
How about a turn order to you?
All right, going to the top. Oh, look, it's Hunter's turn.
Oh, good.
Oh god, again?
Oh my
Okay.
god, I'm so far down turn order.
If
No,
it
I want
wasn't
to
in my
come
world-
help you. Like, I have stuff that can help you.
Don't worry, I'm bit too. I know how you feel.
Struggle to pick myself back up. Or I get on one knee, I'll say, and I try to shoot at him.
Oh,
again.
You're doing no good on the health department.
Nope.
Oh.
I have no healing either, so that's good.
Oh.
Boop. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh my god.
And you fire, it whizzes by it.
And I go back to the ground.
All right, all right.
Hold on, I will end my turn. Boop.
Oliver, it's your turn.
Oliver is gonna walk towards Noelle.
Oh.
Be like, "Hey, what it do?"
Quick, get the blood out of my eyes so I can go in night.
see what a good job I did. Maybe
I didn't see shit,
you
I'm
should.
blind.
You got like oil in your eyes is what happened there.
That's fine.
So she didn't see that at all. Aw.
Does it look like Noelle can see him then?
Nope.
Currently, like a chef. Okay, he's gonna hide.
Oh my god.
Hey, I heard you talking. I know you're around.
Roll me stealth.
Let's do her when she. Skills.
Oh no! You're trying to climb a tree and fall.
We're over ones.
That's everything. You trip and let out a yelp that causes everything, even the Sanglumon, to look over to where you are briefly. You are as apparent as you can possibly be.
Hey, finger guns.
Still yelling.
I'm blind. I'm blind. I'm looking straight at you.
She can tell you just did something stupid.
Just epic sounds from everybody with just like the blind girl going, Oliver?
She's got her eyes closed.
There you were! Because I'm going to beat him up.
I know that pained yelp.
That's all I was doing.
I was chasing after you to beat you up before we came here.
Alright, what's Dorumon gonna do? Yeah, that's what I figured.
2 claws and a bite.
This thing's like running away. Dorumon pounces it from off screen and tackles it off the other side of the screen.
Dorumon will use its berserker.
Alright, advantage on all of its attacks for the turn.
EV.
Claw. Hit.
Ooh.
Dablage.
And it's dead.
Let's keep going.
Alright.
See what we do.
How much overkill does it do?
Yeah. That's the question.
Miss.
It's a miss. You dropped a 1.
Yes.
And hit. Roll damage if you want. It is all the dead, really.
So dead.
The gear that is in Sistermon's arm evaporates and disappears.
Oh my gosh.
Oh jeez.
Oh jeez.
Isaac's up next then.
Shit.
Get it, big bro.
I was about so we can change our selected weapons.
Yes.
Basically whenever we want.
See,
I was okay
with that.
Which I am not
Yeah.
okay with. Yeah, oh yeah, that's also true. Well, you're not dying. You're just critical.
We just got a $1 donation to celebrate the Nat 1.
Yay!
Well, I hope we see some equivalent for Nat 20s.
Hey! Hey!
Finger guns.
Finger guns.
Finger gun.
Oh shit, I do have something.
Banger gang.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to Hunter actually. And I'm gonna use Cure Wounds.
FYI, the Digiramp's playing right now.
Oh, nice.
Alright. Okay, so here's the thing.
Hell
You
yeah.
currently have 60 points. So if you're using Cure Wounds... Do you have Cure Wounds? Yeah, you do.
I do.
You can... So the way that this works is you need to spend an amount equal to the level of the spell, which in this case is 1. And then you can use any number of extra ones. And in this case, for every extra one you use, you add an additional d8. So you could recover, in theory, up to 68 to him.
So, but
No,
that's
he has
using-
5d8.
See a friend
That's
of
using
yours.
hit die.
Shaped like a
or-
blob or
no.
plant?
Oh wait,
Thought I
never
heard
mind.
that part.
Don't listen to me.
Sorry, what was your question, Eric?
That is or is not using hit die.
That's using the D points that you've accumulated, because you got to spend 1 to cast the spell, then you can add in extra ones.
Right, gotcha. Okay, so I'll use 2 on that, I guess.
Okay, so you're casting it. Basically, that means you're casting as a level 2 spell. So I'm just gonna. Actually, Eric, I'm gonna teach you how to program that in. Go to your cure. Go to Cure Wounds.
Okay.
And when you bring down a little menu, you see how it has the heal button.
Yeah.
Right-click on the heal button, and then there should be an add action button. Right to the right of it on the wheel that comes up.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You click that, then you click the one that says add heal.
It took us 100 years to get a new member.
And then click the little magnifying glass beside the field that just came up. It'll bring up a thing that says like targeting type HP. That's all what it needs to be right now. You see it has that little field heading that says like heal, then it has dice, stats, and bonus.
Yeah.
You're doing 2d8, so go down to the bottom of the screen, pick up a d8, like multiply it so it's 2 of them, and then drop it on that thing where it says, just under where it says dice. There. And then stat, we'll just click base, and it'll do it. So now you have that field. Anytime you need to add a thing or you need to add damage or whatnot, that's how you do it.
Okay.
It's pretty simple. Just a matter of doing it.
Right.
Pretty much anything you ever have to add to a thing like that is right-clicking, clicking add action, and then there's one of the 4 options. There's cast, which you'll almost never need to add. There's damage and heal, and the effect one usually.
Well, there's my expectations flying right out the window.
Okay.
So now, if you, you've used the 2 points. I marked them off for you. Just target him and click heal. So contextually, you walk up to him. You notice that on your D-Spectre, on the menu that came up, one of the entries under functions is heal. When you click is cure wounds. Though it's written in another language, you can read it properly. You click it, and when it lights up, a certain amount of little circles pop up, and you notice as you press them, your reserve of D points, the little gauge goes down. You come to the decision to use 2. A little indicator that says Hunter Williams pops up, as if there was a targeting reticle on it, which you didn't have to press anything for it. It just seems to know what you want in that case. And then you press a button, very much similar to the actual Fantasy Grounds interface. You press a button beside it, and Hunter's wounds seem to begin to close all on their own. So.
Well, I don't have to hit.
Target him and press it.
I gotta untarget a Lycmon for that, I'm guessing.
Yeah. You don't.
Oh. You don't need no healing right now.
As this happens, little flakes of glittery dust come off of his wounds as they close, which upon fucking maxed it! Upon inspection, the little bits of glittery wounds are actually very, very, very tiny 1s and 0s. And yeah, Hunter, you find yourself being healed by him using this.
Thanks. Ow.
And that's your.
I'm thinking.
That's your action.
That's my action. Okay. I don't. Fuck. I can't change my weapon if I've already done that, right?
No.
Okay. Then I guess I'll just fucking end my turn, because what the hell else can I do?
All right. End that turn, which brings us to Sanglumon!
Oh no!
Who is still on fire, by the way.
Yes, he is.
Oh, dear.
His sticker blade did not recover, so he is going to go for. He's going to make a bladed claw attack against the 2 Digimon that are in front of him, which is Elecmon and Hackmon. He takes his attack, bladed claws, bang. He not won one of them, and the other he straight up missed. He does a sweep around you guys. Elecmon jumps under it. Hackmon leaps into the air. He goes for the second attack against Hackmon, thinking that he'll have less of an ability to dodge while in the air. He tries to bite him, makes an attack. That's a hit. He clamps his fangs down around Hackmon, dealing 15 damage.
Ah, shit. Damn it, I can't use my fucking reaction thing. Damn it. Oh well.
Are you referring perhaps to Savior Spark?
Yes.
Yeah, because he didn't hurt him twice.
Yeah. Oh well.
But he bites him and he tosses him back up into the air, but Hackmon recoils from the attack, lands. How much HP do you have, Hackmon? In total, you have...
He has like 63.
63.
Damn. Damn.
Then Sanglumon when you... Let's see. He is going to make a movement, and because he moves via puffing away into smoke, he doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
That bitch.
He is going to appear over here.
He teleports. Oh, he teleports that far? Damn.
He moves quite far.
Shit.
Then he disappears, turning into ash that goes by the characters, ends up over here. And that is... he will turn to regard everybody, and Elekmon, it's your turn.
Oh, shit. I mean, I don't know, because these abilities, I'm looking at them, I'm trying to see if any of them are, like, ranged. I'm assuming they're not.
Sparking Thunder... Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're both close-up attacks. I think, yeah, Ninetales is melee. Sparking Thunder. I think Sparking Thunder is, but I think it's like 20 feet. I'll make sure the descriptions are in there for next time.
Yeah, so...
In fact, I will pull them up right now.
I genuinely don't know what he can possibly do at this point. Except for just move towards that boy that just teleported away.
Yeah.
Melee weapon. Sparking Thunder is a ranged spell attack, +1 to hit. Why do I have it written as a con thing, then? Sparking Thunder. One sec.
Trying to think more into my Digimon's character right this moment.
Ability. What would he do? He'd chase it.
Yeah, he would absolutely chase it, so that's what he's going to do.
Let's see. That would be a deck... yeah, that would be based off of con. And... So yeah, that is a ranged attack. It is a 20-foot range, though.
I mean...
Sparking Thunder, I mean.
Yeah, so even if he did get... if he used all of his movement, he still wouldn't be in range. 2, 3... I don't know how far... how far... Is that... I'm not good at, like, calculating, like, what the space is, because it's, like, they're hard for me to see.
You can zoom in.
I don't have a mouse.
See, Eric, that's something you gotta rectify. In general, in life.
I do have a mouse.
People that use trackpads, yes, I know you're not the only one here, are the worst kind of people.
Agreed.
Oh my god.
I have one, but I'd have to unplug my mic in order to use it.
Oh, you need a USB bus.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. I should look into that.
What would buying a bus do? That's a vehicle, silly.
Oh my silly.
Yes,
so he'll move like right over next to Hyokomon, I guess.
All right, chasing him down, and then let's see. Yeah, he is a little bit over 20 feet away from you at that point. He's 25 feet away from you.
Oof.
It says 30 for me.
Oh, 30, yeah. Sorry. I went to the edge of him, not to the center. So I suppose you could then ready an action. Just be like, if he comes close, you could do it.
Yeah, if he comes close enough to hit, he's gonna use Sparkling Thunder.
Gotcha.
Sparkling Thunder.
All right.
Sparkling Thunder.
Oh, a sparkling thunder. Oh, a sparkling thunder.
Fucking god.
Go ahead. Yeah, might as well end his turn.
Yeah, that's right.
Which brings us to Noel's turn.
Meow.
Okay. So...
Meow West Noel.
Can I take a bonus action to rub the oil out of my face?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you put that on yourself, so I don't really care.
It's just like, I'm just like, get rid of it. Looks and sees him there. Looks back to where I know,
I fear that I may have missed a donation.
Be careful, I'm not gonna save you. And I run forward.
Hey.
Oh.
$1, $21. Oh, right, the $21 thing. That's what that was. I was looking at the class, being like, there's a bunch of things there that I'm not.
Get right up on that.
You go for it. You try to hit that boy.
getting right up on that. I'm ready to fucking murder him. Watch all this murder that's gonna happen. I'm gonna miss. It's gonna be great. Actually, because of that, I'm gonna use an inspiration.
All right.
All right. So, advantage.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Yay! When you smelly, stop that.
I go for a punch, and then I do a punch.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh damn.
That was pretty good. Rolled triple threes. You walk up and you strike it. It turns towards you as you come at it, and you punch it in the side of the face, knocking one of its teeth out. As your fist is embedded in its in the side of its face, it clenches its teeth and growls at you as it turns its head, pushing your fist back as it glowers at you.
I love just looking at Oliver, just like, just fucking stay safe. I'm not gonna save you.
All right. Turn over.
Oh yeah, my bad. Do click.
Hackmon's turn.
Well, he can't really do anything. How's he
Quite-
feeling?
How's he feeling? Hackmon is in a hunt down and kill my enemy mood.
Okay. Well, in that case, he's gonna
That's spooky.
take the dash action, and just run right up to him.
Ooh.
That's a thing that can happen.
Charges. Lunges at him. He is in midair, ready for next turn.
Yeah. Oof. Oof.
You're not going anywhere, AOA scum!
I look at Hackmon, I'm just like, oh shit, that thing looks intimidating.
Ah!
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Get him, Hackmon!
I'm just like,
Get him,
on your next turn!
Alright, Hyokomon's turn.
oh crap. Our turns are really close together. I'm guessing Hyokomon would want to come and help out with the killing things.
Yep.
So he's gonna do him
Sideways
5,
dashes to the other side.
15, 20.
As you punch it, as Hackmon like pounces at it, just a shadow passes over both of you, and suddenly Hyokomon is standing on top of its head, like his sword drawn, like standing there just on one foot on top of its head, just being like,
It is time to end this, I'm afraid.
It's, may you rest in peace, Sanglumon.
God.
He's gonna do him an attack.
I know
do
it's
I
not
do I go
real,
do I do I press cast?
Oh.
I was really tempted to mute you just now.
I appreciate you, Blue.
Oh.
You're my favorite.
Oh man.
He attacked with a cleaving cut from on top of it, somehow missing.
I'm gonna use fruits of discipline.
All right, second cleaving cut. That one hits. He attacks he misses the first time. He
That's his way, man. That's his way of fighting. You have to
I
bore
never
him with
miss
full
the
sense.
second strike.
Except when I miss.
Except when I do.
Oh.
It is the way of the warrior to learn from your mistakes.
Oh my god.
He does that damage, yo.
He does that damage, and he's used all of his cleaving cut. So now this and this are on him. So they can recharge. I already clicked them both, but yes, you would normally. Once it hits that, every turn there's a chance he'll recharge them. That doesn't work outside of battle. It's rationalized as like the Digimon's adrenaline and instincts kicking in, which only takes place during combat. But otherwise, a short rest will give those back.
Come on, you're gonna have to really work on not hitting that first attack. She just looks over at him. All she sees is him actually just hitting. So she's just gonna be like, okay.
There's like a double image of like one attack missing and Sanglumon like bringing his fangs down on the after image Hyokomon, and then the other one striking upwards and cutting it like part of its neck. He like flies up behind it, sailing through the air, majestically turns. I leave the rest to you, my friends.
I'm shaking my head so much. Oh,
I love it.
I love it, but oh.
Puts the sword on its back, clicks it back into the scabbard.
Hell yeah!
That's how I do periods. End his turn, Deco.
Okay. I was waiting for him to get his talks out of the way.
Cherry Harley, your turn.
Oh boy. Well, she's gonna, like, I imagine that she, like, raised her bat to thwack it again and then realized that the thing died. Or was getting ripped apart.
Yeah, Doraemon's over there ripping apart small pieces of it. Like, taking it apart on a level that soon there's not going to be any way to rip apart the pieces.
Yeah, like, she's, like, ready to charge in with it over her head, sees that and goes, oh, dang. And, like, lowers it. I don't think she can do anything. Maybe, well, she'll probably turn to Sister Mon, seeing that she's fine now, and going, like, cause, Isaac's, like, right there. Do you think that she heard the word Digimon used? Because I know that his character, I'm pretty sure, said the word Digimon.
Oh,
like,
Elecmon. Elecmon said it.
Yeah.
You could have heard it, yeah.
So, like, did you Digimans come from all the same place? Y'all buds? Or what? What's going on here?
She nervously nods.
Oh, okay. Cool. And that's the rest of my turn. I don't know what to do.
Just run fucking towards it.
Alright, Paige, your turn.
It's a big dog thing. I think not.
Yeah.
She's courageous. She often thinks what Noelle would do. Not when it comes to
Jin looks over and sees Noelle beating the fuck out of
She's got it.
Yo, chat, actually, Tamer's had 2 movies. Not just one.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
One of them was somehow canon, despite the fact that it made no sense.
So, like, all the information that, like, I learned, would I know that the Digimon that appeared are Digimon? Like, I would know that they're good?
Yes, you know that they're assigned to you. The D-Specters you're wearing appear to be connecting you to them.
Okay, I know that for, like, all of them? Like, I wouldn't have... Okay, because my reasoning...
I wouldn't look at Raymond and be like, you some kind of dark Digimon bitch?
No, but I mean, like Hunter's your best friend, and then Sister Mon just attacked him. So her, like, reasoning would be, like, fucking, maybe Sister Mon's an evil Digimon, because she just attacked my best friend. But if she's
roll
been
me
given all
perception.
Okay. That's what
kind of beat the shit out of Sister Mon.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. She's like, you hurt my friend?
You'll have to cross Cherry to do that.
You would have seen the gear.
Oh, okay. Would I know how to help?
It's gone. When the Hagurumon was destroyed, its gear went with it.
Oh.
That's kind of what they do. They when something's stronger than them, they throw a gear into it, make it fight for them, and they peace out and they go hide.
Okay. Then I think she would probably want to cast Healing Word on Hunter, because he's still a little hurt.
Alright, Healing Word. That is level 1. You don't have any D points.
Not yet, so, like, fucking...
You have to generate some. How many HD do you want to use? You have 5 left.
2.
Alright, mark that down, and then roll me 2d6.
Okay, so I've used 3 total.
Alright, see.
Thanks to just Gabumon.
You have 7! Also, for the sake of brevity, after this concludes, we will probably have to wrap it up. I expected us to get farther, but things like waiting at the beginning and somebody not showing up for an hour sort of stuff. Next week we'll get through a lot more.
It's a giant combat tracker.
Dude,
okay?
I'm good with
What?
this.
That's not what I'm talking about. Also, the combat tracker being big, it's actually not because it kind of, you both have 2 turns on it. So in terms of rotation, effectively, you guys have the same amount of gameplay as you normally would. So let's see, for Healing Word, so that's what you do. You use 2 of those HD, and you generate 7D points, so you can use Healing Word next turn. Unless Healing Word is a reaction or bonus action, I can't remember.
It's a bonus action.
Then
It's
yes,
bonus
you can
action.
use it now.
Hooray! So when I'm targeting you, then
So when it's cast, use 1 to cast it, and then for each additional D point you use, it uses, it gives an additional 1d4 hit points.
I'ma use 3.
Okay.
I already put in because you showed me how to. So I just hit heal.
Fucking, she does the same thing. She maneuvers through the system more quickly. She immediately understands the system much better than it seemed like Isaac did. Legitimately, like, pulling screens up, separating Healing Word off into its own window, clicking stuff, targeting him, and, like, pressing it. You hold your hand out that has the D-Spectre bracelet on it towards him, and his wounds close. Is it the rest of the way? Are you fully healed?
That was exactly as much as I needed.
And you are completely fine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Paige.
You're welcome. Are you feeling better?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I just have to get up.
You need to figure out how to stand up. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It'll
And
lead you still.
I am done.
Alright.
Now.
Sister Mon's turn.
Sister Man.
Sister
Man.
She could, let's see, the range of her attack. 30 feet. She could probably get close enough to throw her spear or trident at the thing.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds good to me.
So she'd get to about there. So go ahead and target.
As she's running, Cherry's like, "Go get him, Tyga!"
Jesus.
Her face scrunches up with confidence as she runs forward.
Yeah! I enjoy being my Digimon's hype man. I'm still targeting Hunter. That's not a good thing. Let's not do that,
maybe not.
Sister Mon. Yeah.
No,
Jeez.
that'd be a bad.
Doing it? Oh, yes. Okay, cool. So would I just do the cross?
FYI, we're gonna be ending game soon. Do you want to use your... Oh wait, you already used all your inspiration, didn't you? No, you still have it all.
2. I have 1.
Say, make sure to mark them off as you use them.
Okay. I have 1 more, so I guess I'll use it here.
So click the... Also, I believe... He's a virus Digimon, so just roll this 3 times.
Okay. It's the same weapon, right? Weapon attack? Okay.
Or, yeah, range the...
1.
Just crossbar trident. Just 1 sec. No, go down.
Okay, yes.
Go down to your special powers
Divine
actions.
Pierce?
Divine Pierce, yeah.
Okay.
The cast button on that
1.
one.
2. Oh. Why is it? Okay. I think that was maybe 4 times. Or did it?
Yeah, you hit.
Okay. I'll roll damage.
Holy shit.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Alright, she takes it back. Her trident glows a very bright but soft white color, and she throws it. It seems to fly like a small bolt of energy more than the trident. It strikes Sanglumon. As it does, he recoils. It lets out a flash of light as the trident itself turns to, seems to glitter away in a small, forceful impact. And it reappears in her hand. She recoils slightly as it seems to have some impact as she grabs it as if it had flown back invisibly to her. Sanglumon lets out a yelp and falls to the side.
There you go, Toots. There you go. Attaboy.
And, FYI, Home Sizzles. So yeah, we don't want to keep Buddy. So that happens. There's a moment. Everyone looks around. Everyone looks to their monsters. Hackmon lands where the Sanglumon was. Actually, fucking flavor text. As the trident strikes into Sanglumon on the side, Hackmon looks at it. He lands on the tip of it, drives it in farther into it, then leaps off the back, pushing Sanglumon and the trident to the ground before it disappears.
Holy Exactly.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
the ham sandwich. We'll all be darned.
It bursts away. All of you are looking towards the direction of Sanglumon being destroyed. Raymond sticks his head out of the bush in front of the crag that he was hiding in. Little bits of stick in his hair. Hackmon turns back towards everybody.
I suppose you've probably got questions. Humans.
And we are
Just,
going to cut off before any context is actually created. And we are going to pick that up next time when we start at when we're supposed to start!
Yeah!
Yay!
However, this game I think was mostly very like, here's the mechanics of how to do this.
Next
Very much
time
so.
on Bully Carry.
Alright, the AOA ambush. 1 sec, I'm going to distribute experience to you guys. Because you
I
actually
know, I already laughed.
Well,
No experience for me, I guess. Oh no.
Oh damn!
I guess I'll never know.
okay, so I need to split it up among you guys that way. Did you take Doraemon out of the rotation? There, fucking, I have to throw him back in. 1 sec. Doraemon. Boop. Alright, so, inventory, EXP. For that encounter, Bep. And I don't know how much this is going to give everybody. You guys, by the way, your all count is level 3 right now. Why do some of you have so much more experience than the others? Most of you have 1880. For some reason, Garfield has 900.
The
Oh
fuck?
my god!
I mean, I'm okay with that.
I mean,
One brief second, my friendo. I require your patience in the matter for just one moment as I check my papers for for a possible reason why I may have done that. Yeah, you should all have 900. The fuck you guys doing? You think you fucking better than Izzy? Is that what's happening here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit.
I mean, do you want us to be honest or polite?
If the glove fits.
You want the truth, you want me to lie to you?
Y'all being very mean to the Ismaster right now.
Because the truth is,
No.
I think he's a good fella.
No.
Hey, see, I gave you expectations and then I subverted them, making it a nice thing.
I bet.
I was not prepared.
No.
I'm assigning you guys all the amount of experience you should start with, and then I'm going to assign you the experience that you would have gained for today's game.
Yay.
Fuck it.
Total non sequitur. Subnautica is apparently going to exit early access and go into full launch this month.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
damn. That's awesome.
Ooh.
That's the crazy, I guess.
So I can go be spooked underwater again because it's terrifying.
Hooray. What
I didn't notice. I'm at half health.
Neat.
I wonder why.
Well.
It's a mystery.
She's just gonna come, like, as soon as she sees the thing in front of her dog, she's gonna, like, wipe her
Alright.
face, and she's gonna look down, she's gonna notice there's, like, blood on it. She's like, oh.
And...
Hey, I got shot.
and award!
Award!
Yo!
Yo!
Alright, so you guys all gained a little bit. There's a lot of you. You all gained about 327, split between you and all of your Digimon.
Digimans.
Yep, because there was 5,800 in general to go around. I will not give that out. You all need about 1,500 experience more to go up a level.
That's not that bad. We can do it.
Hey, nothing.
We just have to go and beat up Myotismon next game.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we
doable.
take our time and we stick together.
And everything
And
we do.
everything's gonna go our way.
So,
God damn it, Eric.
so well, I have you on the spot because you're in the stream currently. Are you guys enjoying the way the system works so far?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's taken some getting used to, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like the fact that we've coded in that that every time I use cleaving cut, I have to do it twice to actually hit once.
Oh yeah, it's weird.
No odds.
It's a real
I
pity.
wish I wasn't so bad at the
And
mechanics.
Hackmon has
but
Dex as
besides
his
that-
highest stat
we're
for no
figuring it
reason.
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know.
Get it.
Tutorial game.
Yeah.
Over the next few months, we'll get it.
Yeah. Word up. We got lots of time to pick up on this until our characters are killed off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or at
All
least
right.
I hope.
All right. In that case, we'll see you guys
Wednesday.
in the audience on Wednesday for Aaron's game, and then on Saturday again for this.
And if it's earlier, I can actually be there this time.
Goodbye, all.
Aaron is
Goodbye.
Goodbye.